Anyway, folks, it's about that time, folks. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. It's Radio Graffiti, baby!
Ghost. Arguably one of the most mysterious political personalities to exist.
614, Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, when World War III hits, come to my bunker. We'll have a three-way with Alex Jones. It'll be totally legit. Oh my.
God damn it, you!
Despite years of trolling and harassment from various individuals and groups, nobody has ever figured out who he is. All we can do is guess, based on the information we have discovered.
000, I'm a Jew. I'm not a Jew, damn it! Damn it! I am not a Jew!
His activities on the internet have been followed by thousands upon thousands in some form or another since the late 2000s. What made him famous? What keeps us fascinated? Who is this man? This is the story of Ghost. On January 9th, 2009, Ghost returned to Blog Talk Radio after nearly a month of being dormant, broadcasting episode 74 of True Conservative Radio. The description reads as follows. Ghost goes off on the ignorant and stupid American people. Ghost questions science, the bailouts, and other conservative political topics. Call into the show live if you got a pair. Ghost claimed the show was random and spontaneous at the beginning of the broadcast.
Well, good late evening to you folks. And thank you for tuning in with me, once again, to another random and spontaneous edition of True Conservative Radio. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And I want to thank you once again for tuning in with me. Once again, like with all other broadcasts, it's been some time since I've broadcasted, and a lot of things have happened. We've gone through the holidays since the last broadcast. We've seen Christmas, we've seen the New Year, 2009, and this is the first show in 2009. I have to say, we've been on for some time. I don't want to make some sort of anniversary special about this show or anything like that, because basically, I use this vehicle, this media, this internet, so to speak, in an attempt to provide some sort of conservative commentary to folks out there that are willing to absorb it, and they don't necessarily have to agree with it, but understand the perspective, understand where the conservative ideology is coming from. And I'm talking about true conservatism. Not none of this half-ass liberal feminist garbage that we've come to know and love as the redefinition of conservatism out here. But don't be fooled, folks. Do not be fooled whatsoever.
During this episode, Ghost spreads either baseless or mischaracterized conspiracy theories regarding the scientific community, such as conspiracy theories involving GMOs. The end of this rant would feature Ghost loudly yelling that he was conservative, which he would do more of in the True Capitalist Radio era, albeit replacing conservative with capitalist.
I wanted to get on to a subject matter that has been near and dear to my heart. Something that I haven't done on this show. I haven't intermixed spirituality or anything in a religious nature. I haven't intermixed anything like that with this show. I try to make sure that this show is purely political, that we're talking political subject matters on this show. But I feel that this next subject that we're going to discuss here is very important because I think it plays a crucial role in all of our lives. And what am I discussing, folks? What am I talking about? I'm talking about science. That's right, I'm talking about science, folks. I know there's a bunch of liberal, long-haired, feminist, bulldog, hairy, armpitted pieces of Karl Marx worshiping crap that are there right now saying, oh, look at him, he's questioning science. What a crack pipe, what a kook. You're damn right I'm questioning science. I'm questioning science, and I'm questioning, not only am I questioning science, okay, folks? I mean, science, in my view, is the poison in our society right now. Now, I'll explain this in great detail, all right? But I want you to listen, and I want you to listen good. when I make this discussion about science here, and I'd like for you all to participate in it, if you happen to have an opinion about it, give me a call. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. But before you do, I want to discuss about my feelings about science. Now, science has done nothing for society. Now, people will say, well, Ghost, you're talking on a computer, you're driving a car, you're doing this, you're doing that. You see, that's what I don't like about science nowadays. Science likes to slap itself on everything that is human progress. Now, what's my point, folks? I'll tell you my point. My point is that modern-day science right now has become an institution. It has become an institution that has superseded the authority of everything. I mean, haven't you noticed that, folks? Haven't you noticed that if the scientific institution says something is healthy or unhealthy or safe or unsafe, we just bow down and cower to it without questioning its authority because why? Well, we're the stupid ones. You know, we're the idiots that don't do any investigating. And unfortunately, some of that is half right. But this is my problem with science, folks, and this is what I want to discuss here late this evening, early morning, here on this spontaneous broadcast of True Conservative Radio. I want to talk about the institution of science. The institution of science has become an authority that has become rather dangerous, in my view, in all of our lives. Now, let me get a little bit deeper in what I'm telling you here. Now, let's take a history lesson, or no, screw a history lesson. Let's take a trip back in the past, at the birth of science. Now, folks, when science first came about, it was by direct consequence of the institutionalism of the monarchs and the religious institutions. The scientific revolution and its forefathers, these were people that were trying to make the contradictions of the old institutions of monarchs and churches, they wanted to make those contradictions apparent. That's what motivated the scientific revolution. But not only did that motivate them, folks, what motivated the forefathers, and I'm talking about Newton, I'm talking about Descartes, and for all you idiots who don't know who these people are, Newton is the guy who invented calculus and understood the mathematical calculations of, I didn't want to explain it. If you take a math course, you stupid ass clown, Descartes was the man who invented the scientific method, which is used to this day by every single scientist. Now, what motivated these men, these pioneers of scientific understanding, what motivated these men to investigate the unknown, to investigate the possibilities? Well, it was spiritual in nature, you morons. And that's what I don't understand. You see, that's what makes these men, Descartes, Newton, Galileo, the forefathers of science, I give those men a lot of my appreciation, because what drove these men was trying to figure out the unknown, was trying to figure out the spiritual unknown. It's in their works, you morons. If you don't believe me, you're on the internet. Get on your damn nearest search engine and look for yourself if you don't believe me. Every time I say something on this microphone, folks, I tell you to go do your own investigative work. Folks, what drove the forefathers of the scientific revolution was spiritualism. And now what has science become? Science has become the very institution it was trying to overthrow. I mean, the scientific revolution was meant to overthrow the institutionalism of the monarchs and the institutionalism of the church. That's what the scientific revolution was meant to do. But the scientific revolution evolved into the scientific institution. And now the scientific institution is the authority of all authority, folks. It's the authority of all authority. I mean, science, what is science telling us today, folks? Science is telling us that it's okay to put fluoride in our drinking water. Even though fluoride was used as a weapon in World War II, these scientists all of a sudden decided that, it's okay to go ahead and throw into the drinking water because, well, it'll help people from their teeth stop rotting out, or whatever the excuse was these idiots bought. And people just allowed it to be in their drinking water. You got fluoride in drinking water all over the damn American country laying out here. And they don't realize that there is a major side effect to that, but because science says it's okay to do so, because science says, fluoride in no drinking water, there's no problem. Every local government in America is putting it in their damn reservoirs. It makes me sick, folks. And it should make you sick. And that's not the only example. There are many examples of scientific institutionalism lying to us as if we're a bunch of idiots. I mean, take a look at the fact, folks. If you don't know, you better get knowing. If you're eating a steak, a cheeseburger, or something of that nature, you might, who the hell knows at this point, but you might well be eating a damn genetically modified piece of food there. You could be eating a cloned cow right now because you know what science has said? Science has said, you know what, cloned pigs, cloned beef, cloned chickens, who gives a crap? It's okay. Let mass consumption go ahead and eat it up like a bunch of fat jelly-ass bastards. And this is because science says it's okay. I mean, I can go on and on. Anyway, folks, I don't mean to get so hostile, but I'm passionate, folks. You people know it, all right? We need to start having these types of conversations. We need to start having this type of discourse. Because if we don't question, if we don't start understanding what is happening around us, somebody else will, and they'll start dictating what the hell we're going to do, for Christ's sake. And I don't want that to happen. I believe in freedom. I believe in the American Constitution. I believe in conservatism. I'm a conservative, damn it! I'm a conservative!
Following this, Ghost would not return until January 19th to broadcast again, just a day before Barack Obama was sworn in as the next president of the United States, much to Ghost's dismay. The day after Obama's inauguration, Ghost broadcasted again to rant about him, with his description reading as follows. Obama's inauguration equals quasi-socialism in America, a true conservative take on today's historic day. That and more in this edition. Call in to us! Ghost was on a rant about liberalism and feminism infecting the media, and urges his listeners to abandon cable television before basically suggesting that Obama will suspend the Constitution, which he did not do at all during his presidency.
Folks, this is a very complicated scheme of political ideals. And I think that we need to get our head out of our asses. We need to put down the television sets. That's why I'm saying, folks, please, save yourself some, save yourself some money. And save yourself some propaganda being fed in your home 24 hours a day, and drop the cable bill. Just drop it. You don't need it. Get a broadband access, a broadband connection to the internet, and you can get any show you want to. You can watch movies on the internet now. I mean, you got Netflix that are just offering instant downloads, or I don't mean to be, sorry, I didn't mean to plug Netflix. I don't have a membership there. I don't like that place. If you want to endorse anybody, folks, if you want to help out True Conservative Radio, please click a couple of links that you're seeing right around this broadcast. Just click a couple of links, visit those sponsors. But anyway, back to the show here. I am no way saying anything about Netflix. What I'm saying is that you can drop the cable bill. You can drop the cable bill, and you can just go ahead and initiate, your form of entertainment through the internet, folks. Broadband access eliminates the need for cable television. And on the internet, that's what's so beautiful about the internet. You get to pick and choose what content you want. You're not forced by some gatekeeper at some stupid cable company on, oh, okay, we'll go ahead and let this channel on this channel, and we'll go ahead and let this network on this channel, and we'll go ahead and get rid of this network because they're not paying us enough, or we'll not add this network because it's too conservative, or, no, you don't get none of that on the internet, folks. You get to choose what you want to listen to. And that's why I see folks in the chat room live right now, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for listening to me, folks, because I know you don't have to. Because I know you have a legitimate choice to go elsewhere. I'm not like these ass clowns on television, like, Christopher Idiot Matthews, or that fathead Keith Olbermann, where, they're so pompous and so blatant about their bias, and they know that their jobs are so secure because they're the only game in town in cable television news. So that's why I'm strongly advising all the folks out there to get rid of that cable bill. Get rid of it. Save your money. And if your kids piss and moan about it, tell them to go read a damn book. Seriously, folks, this is what's ruining America. This feminist, liberal agenda that is being shoved down our holes. I mean, what is the media? Media does nothing but desensitize our moral fiber. They justify teen pregnancy. They justify violence. They justify sexual deviantness. They justify this crap all on the media, all in the movies, all on the music entertainers. They are implanting suggested ideas into our head, and we don't even know it, folks. That's how dangerous liberalism and feminism is, folks. It's dangerous, damn it. It's a disease! Start thinking for yourself, damn it. Start thinking about freedom. Start loving the Constitution. When Barack Obama took his inaugural, little ceremony today, and he swore to uphold the Constitution, we need to hold their feet to the fire on this. Every president, every congressman, everybody on the local level, we need to hold their feet to the fire that they're going to help preserve and implement the Constitution to its fullest extent and not wipe their ass with it or justify the suspension of it. Because it'll be a cold day in hell, folks, if I'm going to sit here and be quiet when they suspend the Constitution. How about you? Are you going to be one of these stupid bedwetting liberals that are going to be like, oh, it's okay. It's okay if they suspend the Constitution? It's crap, folks. It's crap. And if you're one of these idiots crying, creaming in your pants, thinking it's a great day today because Barack Obama's president and the light is shining and all this crap, folks, just expect more of the same, folks. Expect more of the same. Barack Obama is not ending the war. Barack Obama is going to extend the war. He's already said it many times, and you idiots think that he's a damn humanitarian peace lover or something. He's already said he's going to go into Pakistan, you idiot! He's going to increase troops in Afghanistan. There's not going to be no peace here, you idiot! Wake up! Stop drinking the damn Kool-Aid! And if you happen to be listening to me with a couple of people and there's somebody right there listening in and they're a little cockeyed about me saying this about Barack Obama, please give them a smack to the face. Please smack them in their mouth and say, hey, do you love this country? Do you love America? Well, then stop masturbating to a cult of personality and start worrying about your liberties, you stupid moron! I mean, put the freaking fork down! Stop eating! Sorry, folks, I know I'm getting out of hand here, and, I didn't mean to say that F word there. I know people are probably looking at me and can't believe that I'm saying that. I'm sorry, folks, but, I'm tired, damn it. I'm tired of seeing my damn country just wither itself away. And that's why I do this broadcast. I know I know that this broadcast isn't going to give me any kind of big-time money or I'm going to sit here and become some sort of broadcasting phenom. That's not what I'm expecting. What I'm hoping for is that you folks that listen to this broadcast, it sparks some synapses in the brain out there and starts making you think about, hey, wait a minute. This guy's screaming. This guy is talking passionately. Well, what is he doing all this for? I'm doing it for America. To preserve the integrity of America. I'm doing it for the Constitution. What are you idiots doing it for? What are you idiots justifying this transition into socialism for?
He then takes a call from a caller without a visible area code. During this call, Ghost and the caller repeatedly insult Alex Jones, a conspiracy theorist and a radio host. It is unknown which Blog Talk radio show the caller was referring to at the end.
Anyway, 646-652-4869. We've got a caller here. Don't really have a number. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm only aspects of the feminine movement, although it's not my favorite movement. I do tend to equate it to a bowel movement, but I'll discuss it with you nonetheless, as long as you don't scream and shout and let me make my point, because I think
go right ahead.
We're fairly singularly minded on this issue.
Okay.
The feminist movement, upon its inception, was based, and you know how they say the road to hell is paved with good intention? It was based on good intention, okay? And then they brought in Gloria Steinem. Miss Steinem, much like Oprah Winfrey, is just a closet lesbian. That's all she is. And, just like Oprah.
I couldn't agree with you more. Go ahead.
And Oprah is a lesbian. And if anyone has a problem with that, well, then you need to look at her history. Any normal heterosexual woman who has desires as a normal heterosexual woman seeks to get married and then, in turn, to procreate with that man that she loves and makes that covenant with.
Exactly.
The greatest joy you can have is to procreate with the man that you love. Because Oprah has chosen to do neither one of these things, and at that point you have to stop and look and go, okay. Because let's face it, actions speak louder than words.
I believe so. And I always say that on this program.
When it comes to the feminist movement, initially they were built and incepted upon a ground that if women had equal education, then they should be able to make equal pay in field with that equal education as a man. And I don't think you disagree, Ghost. I think that's pretty fair.
No, absolutely not.
If she does the time, she gets the education, she puts in that hard work to get that degree. When she goes out into the working field, she ought to be able to have equal pay. Can we agree on that?
I agree with that.
Great. Okay, that was the inception of the feminist movement. Then you had Roe v. Wade. Then you had lesbianism. Then you had all these other issues that came in and mired what was originally a very good concept. Okay, so the feminine movement of today, actually, back in the 1970s, the feminine movement was completely and utterly destroyed by liberal mindset. And nowadays, when you say the feminist movement, the first thing that comes to a conservative heterosexual woman's mind when you say feminist movement is, oh, not those bunch of gay women. We don't even want to hear them. They're like Code Pink. We don't even want to hear from them. They're
Absolutely.
just trash. They're garbage. We don't want to hear it.
Well, I've actually given much kudos to the suffrage movement, is what you're referring to when it comes to the trying to give women, or giving women the right to work, right to vote, and equal pay, equal rights. But you're completely right, and I completely agree with you when it comes to Gloria Steinem and this liberal, communist, authoritarian in nature type of movement kind of hijacked what the suffragettes, basically did for women. I think that it's actually thrown women back, back in the old days when they were prostitutes. Because that's what women are at this point. Most women, not all women. I mean, I have a lot of conservative women who are family women who understand that, they need to nurture their children and their man needs to implement his version of the balance of a family life, and understand that a two-parent family system is the only way to raise a child properly and to help facilitate a future generation. But when this liberal or feminist sect, if you will, of Gloria Steinems and all these other lesbians or closet lesbians or man-haters or anything of that nature, I think that it basically, can we agree to this? It turned women into their own pimps.
I can agree with you to a degree, and I bring this issue up quickly, and I won't take any more of your time up.
Okay.
My mother is living proof that you can be a feminist and a Christian woman, and let me give you the definition of a feminist and a Christian woman. This is a woman who was married, obviously, heterosexually, and had 2 children, myself being one. She had a high school diploma. She never went to college, and she worked. She started out working in a bank part-time when I went in, being the youngest, when I went into kindergarten. She began to work part-time to supplement the income because she could see that our quality of life would be better if she did so. And quite frankly, my mother is an extremely intelligent and industrious woman. And she saw no need to sit around idly in a home when she could go out and was given a full range of a job to get within the city. She took it, and she eventually worked her way up. My mother eventually became one of the creators of what you know as an automated teller machine, which is now known as an ATM, where you go and get money outside of banks. My mother helped create them.
Wow.
With just a high school diploma. She never went to college. Not 1 minute did she ever go to college. And she worked hard, and she worked longer hours, and she felt the pain of that separation. She felt that she did not have enough time with us as children in the home, that she was not an appropriate wife and an appropriate mother, when in fact she was an absolute inspiration to me as a little girl growing. Because not only was she a good woman and an honest woman and a hard-working woman, our home was always in order. There was love, there was God, there was discipline.
Okay.
That, sir, is a true feminist. Going to God, celebrating and respecting your family, respecting your children, and praising the Lord as these benefits were hammered, and using the godly discretion that a Christian woman uses to make her life decisions that made her a success. And eventually my father, who was a teacher and a coach, she doubled his salary in a year. And we made sacrifices, and she would take the bus to work. She would drive the bus. She would take the bus downtown to save that extra $5 or $10 or $20 or $25 every week to get my brother and I something special that we wanted. And she may save up for 6 or 8 months, but we got it. We just didn't get it on demand. We were taught life is not about demand. Life is about, if you want it, you work for it. Have some pride, have some class, but most importantly, have some education. And that, Ghost, is a true feminist.
Well, I wish that was definitely the universal definition of a feminist, but unfortunately, and we can agree to this, that the mainstream, how can I put it, the mainstream mindset of what feminism is what I always discuss on this program, which is an embracing of sexual promiscuousness and the ruining of the sanctity of marriage, trivializing childbirth, monetizing childbirth for that matter. I can go on and on. But what you described was definitely something that I could definitely agree with. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with feminism if that was the universal definition.
I would absolutely agree with you, but then you get into the second generation. You've heard about my mother, okay? You get into the secondary generation. I grew up in the 80s, which is a very different feminist movement. I was given the benefit and privilege of being able to go and get a college education. But I worked while I went to college. I didn't go on a full ride. I worked all through college. And I got my degree, but see, I got involved in that feminist movement there at Florida State University. And I got involved with it and the whole burning of the bra and knowing a woman needs a man like she needs, like a fish needs a bicycle. I got into the Gloria Steinem movement. And I can tell you, not a smart move. Not a smart move at all. And it took many, many years for the mistakes that I made and the decisions, those powerful life decisions that I allowed to be influenced by liberal thinking and liberal action to come to its fruition. And when it did, it was rock bottom, baby.
But don't you believe, though, that a lot of the rock bottom situations, the one that you described here, is basically taking place in most feminist, or at least subconsciously feminist women in America? They're putting themselves in situations, basing their whole life decisions on impulsive, emotionally based, erratic, ideological nonsense like Gloria Steinem and that sort of thing. I mean, don't you think that there's some harsh repercussions for that? Some of those women may view that as even more disdain for the man. How did you view, seeing rock bottom, so to speak, or whatever you described?
First of all, instead of going into my first marriage under the blessing of the Lord, I did it in the modern way. I lived with him and then I married him. And I'm not saying that it's wrong for everybody. It was not a good idea for me because I didn't take the marriage seriously. I didn't take the vows seriously. I didn't take anything that happened on that day because I didn't want to marry him. I did it under pressure. I did it to please, and I didn't really want to marry the guy. So here you have this ultimate, what they call the eternal battle between good and evil. That's exactly what the situation was. And it was as simple as this. When I chose worldly influences, music, television, worldly indoctrination, and theology, I found that I no longer held the intellectual curiosity to go and learn. I quit craving to learn, and I became complacent and lazy and selfish.
I can agree to that. That's most liberals and feminists in modern day America.
So there's now a marriage ruined, 2 children who now go to 2 different households, and they pay the price. You see what I'm saying? They pay the price, and these are the stories one hears afterwards. It's, no, you empowered yourself. Okay, so my ex-husband was a scumbag, and he was. Nonetheless, it's not about me and him. We were adults that acted foolishly. The issue here is about these 2 young, defenseless children who are going to pay the price of this for the rest of their life. And I'm only this, that at least in 2004, 2005, you can get a divorce. A child can be from a divorced family, and it's not a stigma. And actually, what's more sickening is that if a child is from a dual parent home, if they're from a home where both parents are married, they're considered to be the outcasts, the oddballs, the weirdos.
I completely agree. I've been talking about that for the whole couple of years that this show's been on the air. And, that seems to be the majority. Single-parent families are the majority. And if you happen to be a child of a couple that's been together since day one, all of a sudden you look like the red-headed, four-eyed, freckle-faced, beaten stepchild.
Absolutely. So the points that you're making are very legitimate and valid points, and I agree with you on 99.9% of what you have said. There's only 1% that I disagree with, and that is this. I now spend my time, I'm a journalist, and I also spend my time helping in defense cases for political activists who are speaking out and going out against the new regime. And whether people want to believe it or not, they've heard the words fairness doctrine, and they laugh about it. Oh, it's conspiracy talk, it's conspiracy theory, it's not ever going to happen. I'm telling you, it is alive and well. It has already began to take place. What you have not seen yet is the proliferation. But soon you will see, and it will begin to occur more and more prominently, and it will be much like the American citizens, the old adage of the frog. If you want to make frog legs, okay, you put a frog in a pot of water that's boiling hot, he's going to jump out. But if you put him in a pot that's lukewarm and just turn up the heat gradually, he'll boil to death. Think about that, because that is what's going on with our country. We are slowly being boiled.
And we're willingly doing it. We want it to happen. You know, people are embracing it. I mean, did you see it today? It was ridiculous. Oh, are you there?
I will say this.
Oh.
I will say this much. Due to my own religious beliefs, he is now the president of our country, and I will pray for him every single day, because that is what I believe is the right thing to do. Does he frighten me? Believe it or not, no. Barack Obama does not frighten me nearly as much as Joe Biden does. And I can't tell you why. When I look at Joe Biden's eyes, something just seems askew there. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. It's just an idiotic thing, really. It's just an idiotic thing. There's something about Joe Biden that every time I look at him, I just feel like weird. I feel really weird about that guy.
Yeah, I agree.
I even sat down and watched a biography about him today. And you know how the biography channels are. They're always very complimentary.
Certainly.
Unless you're Ted Bundy or Jeffrey Dahmer. But generally, they're fairly, complimentary. And I was watching it about him, but I'm telling you, there's something about that guy. There's just something about him. And I'm not saying that Obama's great. He's certainly not a messiah by any stretch of the imagination. If he's a messiah, then so am I.
He's not going to do this country any... I mean, maybe he may help certain issues, but, America needs a lot of work, and I just don't think he's provided enough solutions or attempted to provide solutions to benefit us to the point where we can retain our superiority as the superpower status that we enjoyed for so long.
I just felt like, and I did, I decided just out of plain curiosity, again, I'm a journalist, so I'm always curious, always curious. That's what brought me into your show. I'm curious, wanted to seek it out, wanted to listen, wanted to see what it was about. So I watched the whole inauguration today. I watched the balls and usually when I say I watch the balls, it's in a whole different connotation.
Yeah, exactly.
That's something like in a private conversation about my husband. But when I watched everything, but here's the thing, I found myself watching actions, physical actions, really, really intently. Just to see, just to do it, just for the mere sake of it was there and I wanted to watch it. There was a completely... Barack Obama is I don't know, I just see the guy not as a messiah, but I just see him as a shell, a vessel. I don't see him as being like this great evil. For some reason, Biden is what, I don't know what it is about Biden. There's something about Joe Biden that just gives me the creeps.
And it wasn't very...
tell you what it is.
It wasn't very comforting when he was saying to those crowds of Democrats that he mark his word that Barack Obama is going to be tested within the first 6 months of his presidency. I thought that was rather eerie, and I don't know what the hell he was talking about, but if he knows something, from sitting in on all those intelligence briefings and committee briefings and that sort of thing. Why he was doing that to raise campaign funds through some of the liberal elite was beyond me.
I'm just not quite sure what it is. Like I said, Joe Biden gives me the creeps. I cannot tell you why. I've watched his biography. I've read about him. I even go to Alex Jones's, the conspiracy guy.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you,
that guy is a complete and total anti-Semite, and be very careful what you believe. And there is a guy on Blog Talk Radio that does a show on here that actually went to school with Alex Jones. I'm not going to say the guy's name. He does a conservative political show in the early evening. All I'm saying is this guy went to high school with Alex Jones. And if you ever get the chance to find out who I'm talking, ask him about Alex Jones, and you will find that the man Alex Jones is today perfectly fits in with who he was as a teenager.
Oh, man. Well, let me tell you, I was out here in Texas hearing him with bullhorns in the 90s before he became this big alternative media movement messiah.
9/11 was his prostitute, baby. He is a 9/11 pimp.
He sure is.
He has crawled up on the shoulders of so many innocent dead people in order to make huge profit off of it. And this is the same man who I called into a show one day because I just had a simple question, and my question was this. You profess to be a born-again Christian, and you believe in God, you believe in salvation, but you make documentaries, you run a radio show, you have a TV station. Never once do you ever talk to anyone about becoming a Christian or the plan to salvation. And anyone who's a Christian will tell you that's our first job. So if he's really a Christian, where's the actions? I see the words, where's the actions? You know what he told me? I'm not going to make this a religious show, lady. You're not going to skew me from what the government's doing to us. Oh my gosh, if you're not on one side, you have to be on the other.
Well, I actually called out Alex Jones several times on this program. I mean, I've said many things about him. I've called him a fearmonger. I called him somebody who provides no solutions. I called him out and said he talks all this malarkey about government conspiracies and how we shouldn't believe anybody and everybody's out to get us. And the Federal Reserve is just an evil organization that wants to implement authoritarian martial law. And yet here's this moron, making documentaries, selling advertising on a radio show, writing books, making appearances, and making all this money based on this hyper-sensationalism and this hysteria. And if this was really happening, if all these conspiracy theories, and believe me, he goes in about 85,000 different directions, but even if they were real, why doesn't this moron ever provide any kind of solution other than, don't go anywhere, we'll be right back after this message?
Well, and there's a gentleman even here within Blog Talk Radio community that does a quote-unquote religious show. And I got to tell you, it would, and I can't, but I would love to call this man out. And Ghost, you might be my guy to do it. I'm going to send you a private message telling you the guy's name, his show, what times it's on, and the points that I have. And I would love to hear you go into his show and just gut a fish. Just gut him like a fish.
Do you have a show or anything? Do you have anything to plug? We got about 10 minutes left, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the program.
I'm sorry. No, I used to do a show, and I just quit. I wanted to become a listener and a participant.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, thank you for calling. What's your name? If you call in next time, we'll know who you are, or your screen name.
My screen name is something relevant, even though that's an oxymoron. Not much I say is actually relevant. I just thought it was funny.
Well, thank you for calling in.
Thank you, Ghost. Have a great night.
You too.
He then takes a call from another caller with no area code, who turns out to be a Helen Keller deaf mute.
We're going to go to one more caller here. I don't know what the number is. It doesn't have a number. It just has nothing but zeros. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air. Oh, yeah, I guess not. Anyway, folks, we got 10 minutes left in the program, and we're just gonna. Oh, you're just listening. My bad. I didn't realize. I didn't realize you were just listening to the program on 000. Please go ahead and give me a call back in.
In episode 77, broadcast on January 24th, Ghost is confronted by a group of so-called liberal agitators who turn out to all be trolls. This is believed to be the first group trolling effort against Ghosts, and one of the first uses of a soundboard to troll Ghosts. In a series of multiple calls, this group of trolls severely irritates Ghost. At the end of the show, Ghost goes on a rant about people posting clips about him on YouTube.
646-652-4869. We're going to take a call here from the 570 area code. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello?
How's it going? Hello, 5... What's going on, 570? You're on the air.
I'm Barack Obama. Yeah, I hear you had a question for me. We wanted to call up and answer it personally.
Well, what the hell is this?
Yes, who's this?
Who is this?
This is Barack.
Are you a liberal agitator? Are you one of these damn liberal agitators that calls up to my damn show and just flaps your little Millie mouth? Are you going to make some cute little prank call to make yourself look good for your San Francisco bathhouse? Who is this?
This is Barack.
Who? The hell are you talking about?
Get your hands out of my frack. You ain't my bitch, nigga.
Oh, exactly. You're going to hang this idiot up, please. This is what I'm talking about, folks. Every time I try to provide true conservative commentary, when I try to provide commentary that affects you and I as American people here, we got these damn liberal agitators, these pieces of garbage, that call me up and do nothing but what you just heard right there and then, huh? Sit there and I don't know if this idiot is taking tape recorders and, putting them all together in a damn mixing board, and he's sitting there pressing play, pressing rewind like a dumb jerk nut. I don't know what he's doing, but the bottom line is, folks, is that this is what happens, you see. There's no debate from these damn liberals. Why do you think I'm so upset? Why do you think I'm pissed off here? I'm pissed off because this is what I get, agitation. And that better not end up on YouTube or any of that other crap. Anyway, we got a caller here. Hello, you're on the air.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
Yeah, I was just calling in because I'm a repeat caller.
You're a repeat caller?
Loverly. Yeah. And I just think that all conservatives need to die and go to hell because they're just destroying our country.
Yeah, how liberal of you. Yeah, are you a bedwetting liberal long here? Saying that kind of talks? How authoritarian, huh? You like Mao?
Well, you see, the problem is that the conservatives' weakness is allowing Mao Zedong to distribute stimulus checks to this country through a Kenyan Jew, Barack Obama.
No, I can't let this go on. I can't let it go on anymore. I mean, you see, this is the kind of liberal agitation that I get, folks, on a consistent basis right here. All right? This is it right here. No kind of debate whatsoever. Anyway, I've got two phone numbers from 928, so I'm going to get the first one. 928, hold on, you're on the air. Hello, 928?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Well, all I wanted to say is that I'm your neighbor, and I would really appreciate it if you would shut the fuck up.
Yeah, how convenient. You see, more liberal agitation, huh? Are you with that muff diver that called up earlier, huh? Is that it? You're with that Gloria Steinem, hairy arm-pitted, feminist bulldog. I really don't appreciate it, folks. You know, and you see, but you see, this is all you get, you see. This is what you get when you get the liberal or the feminist. This is the crap you get, folks. We got a caller here. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, what's going on?
Hi, I just wanted to say I've been tuning in once in a while, and your show is magnificent. Only I disagree with you on a few points.
Oh, that's okay. That's what America's about. What points are they?
Well, I don't think that you're a true conservative.
I'm not a true conservative in what sense?
No.
In what regard?
Oh, well, I have 4 lesbian sisters, and they're all conservative. You know, and they're much more conservative than you.
How can you be a lesbian and be conservative?
Oh, well, because they only eat, you know, pussy like once or twice a day. They're very conservative about it.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? I mean, are you kidding me, folks? You see, this is what I'm talking about here, folks. Liberal agitation. This is what you get, liberal agitation. No type of discourse whatsoever. Welcome to America. We got somebody from the 647 area code. You're on the air.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Not bad.
Together on this?
What?
Have you been thinking about it yet?
Thinking about what?
Working together? On
What's that?
Taking down the whole shebang? You're doing good. You're right on that page with me.
You're damn right. Well, I don't know what your page is, but if it's true conservatism, I'm definitely on that page.
Communism.
Oh, you're a communist.
Well, we can be communists together.
I don't know about being a communist. Well, okay, you know, I'm going to go with you. If you're a communist, hold on a second, hold on. If you're a communist, well, then tell me, what is the lore of being a Karl Marx worshiper? Why don't you just give our audience that type of insight?
Who's Karl Marx?
You don't know who Karl Marx is?
So, I know.
Yeah, well, obviously you're a liberal, but I mean, I'm just trying to ask if your lord. Hold on. If you're lured by communism and you don't know who Karl Marx is, well, then how in the hell do you like communism?
That's a guy with a little. Is he a comedian? Karl Marx?
What?
Karl Marx, isn't he like a comedian or something?
Karl Marx is not a comedian, you stupid imbecile. Are you from America? You sound like you're from America. You sound like you're from America.
Guy that does the old black and white movies?
You're an absolute imbecile. Hang up on this moron, please. Give me a break. But do you see what I'm saying, folks? Did you hear that last caller there? Somebody who supports communism and yet doesn't know who the hell Karl Marx is. You see, this is the kind of crap we're sitting here having to witness in America. You know? This has become our country, a bunch of fat, jelly-ass, cottage cheese imbeciles who are so stupid they try to drown their own goldfish. These are the idiots that sit on their TVs and watch their couches. They're so brain-fried and stupid. And that's why I'm so critical of the American people. That's why my new philosophy, not my new philosophy, but my new motto, I should say. My new motto is the American public sucks. 646-652-4869. We got some callers here. Hello, you're on the air. It's all ones here. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on?
How you doing, Ghost?
I'm not doing too bad, but I've done better. Let me tell you, I've just been hoard out like a cheap $2 fleas bag on a damn corner street.
I seen it. That was one fucked up Super Bowl.
It was a horrible Super Bowl, and not only that, it's just a horrible testament to sports itself.
Well, I did have one question for you.
What's up?
Is it true that you're having a sexual relationship with Trey Duke?
Yeah, give me a break. Can you hang this idiot up? Please. Are you kidding me? I mean, you see, it's what I'm telling you, folks. I mean, maybe you're Steelers fans. Maybe you're a bunch of long-haired, liberal, bedwetting, feminist hippies out here that are a little upset that I'm making you look lower than a leprechaun's nutsack out here, and you want to call in and agitate my show. But the bottom line is, folks, is that I am trying to provide true conservative commentary, and the reason that it's taken somewhat of a sporting slant this edition of True Conservative Radio is because, well, folks, it's the Super Bowl. All right? 1111, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
Not bad. Just sitting here, eating some, shit sandwich. And I hate to use that terminology, but good Lord, did you watch this game this evening?
Oh, no, I was watching gay porn. Because you watch gay porn.
Oh, my God. Hang this stupid moron up. I mean, are you hearing this? This is what I'm talking about out here. I wouldn't be surprised if these people were paid by the NFL right now. I wouldn't be surprised if that was Mean Joe Green or some crap, trying to demean my integrity because I'm yanking a damn NFL right out of the damn cheating closet, all right? We're taking more callers. We got another caller here. I don't know who. I don't know the area code. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, hello, yeah. How are you doing?
Good, thanks.
So what's going on?
I just wanted to go say, suck an egg, asshole.
Oh, well, thanks a lot. I really appreciate your banter there. I mean, are you a feminist? Hello? You see, this is what I'm saying, folks. This is what I'm talking about here. This is the kind of garbage I'm getting. That was obviously some muff-diving, hairy armpitted feminist that's calling up to agitate, Hold on, I'm having some problems here. Hello, 703?
Yes, it's Chip Douglas here.
Huh?
Yes, I'm Chip Douglas.
How's it going, Chip?
Pretty good. I watched the game, and I kind of feel bad for you being a Cardinals fan, man. There were a lot of horrible calls in that game. It kind of ruined the game, in my opinion.
Well, absolutely. I'm glad that you agree with me. I mean, somebody with some sanity who appreciates competition out here. I mean, just let them play, for heaven's sake. It's the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, I totally agree. But being a Cardinals fan, especially you, why would you be upset when Obama's in office? It hasn't made you feel better.
What are you talking about? Obama in office does not make me feel better. Hello? Yeah, you better have hung up, you stupid liberal agitating ass clown. Do you see what I'm saying, folks? Do you see the kind of garbage that I'm getting here? We're going to take a caller from the 360. Hello?
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going. Hey, I agree with you totally. Our children are out there, they're getting screwed over by this shit.
It's garbage. That's what it is.
And I'm sorry, but, it's like they wake up in the morning and they go to practice. They get a little order in their day. You know what? You can fucking suck a dick. You can sit...
Get off the microphone. Just sit there and shut it, all right? You see what I'm saying, folks? These are all different area codes here, folks. You understand? This is liberalism at its finest, all right? So we're going to go to another caller here. 989, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up, Ghost? How's it going?
How's it going, man?
Oh, not much. Die-hard Bills fan here. Trent Edwards, future MVP. Anyways, I was just calling to talk about the children for a second. I know you keep referencing them.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. They're the ones catching the wrong deal here. I mean, what's worse, them having to see these orchestrated events or the fact that you molest them? I mean, what's worse?
Get off the mic. Hang this ass clown up. You see, folks, once again, I mean, you could tell by the lack of bass in that person's voice in this last caller that there was just no fatherly influence whatsoever. I mean, did you hear the feminine vernacular and that piece of crap? And this is what I'm telling you. This is why I know they're feminists and liberals trying to agitate. I mean, did you hear that ass clown?
Ghost, I just wanted to ask you, let me see your toolbox.
You stupid fruity-ass pink team playing Boy George butt-loving bastard. All right, 210, you're on the air.
Hi, Ghost. How you doing?
Yeah, what's going on?
Just want to let you know Corky was from Life Goes On, you fucking idiot.
Well, I don't care. I don't watch that crap, that liberal-minded crap anyway. So what's your point?
Suck an egg, asshole.
That's your point? Suck an egg, asshole? That's your point. Yeah, get this stupid bimbo off the damn microphone, please. All right, go back on the street corner where you're probably at right now. I can hear some wind blowing in the background. Give me a break. Anyway, we got 724 area code. You're on the air.
Hey, how you doing?
How's it going?
Oh, real good, man. We're talking about a six Steel City six-pack, OG. A Steel City six-pack.
Now, get the hell off the... Are you kidding me? You're calling up and what, rubbing in the Steelers win or something? It's not even a win. You idiots got handed that Super Bowl. You should not be proud of anything.
Six-pack, baby. Six-pack.
Get this idiot off the microphone. Get him off. Now. You see what I'm saying, folks? This is what it's all about here. This is it. This is what we're witnessing out here. A bunch of liberal agitators are going to do nothing and provide no substance to the commentary here other than to agitate. And this is my point of liberalism and feminism. They can't debate these issues, folks. That's why they're doing this. They can't debate it. That's why I'm telling you, folks, if you happen to be on the sidelines, come to true conservatism. Don't fall victim to feminism and liberalism. It's garbage. It's only going to give you a one-way street down to, you know, something you don't even want to go down. All right? Anyway, folks, we're going to go ahead and take another caller here. 909 area code, you're on the air. Hello? 909, you're on the air.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I was just calling to see what you were saying about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Super Bowl is horrible. It was an orchestrated event. It's a tragedy. It's a sad day in America.
Is it really?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a sad day in America. I mean, what about the children that actually think that, you know, if they go to sleep tonight and work hard tomorrow, and they might actually make the starting team, they might actually make a college, they might actually play in the NFL, NBA, MLB, only to what? To fall victim to being on a bad or good team that's more marketable?
Dude, you're on crack, because the NFL doesn't freaking promote that if you do that, you'll be on the NFL team. It's only the elite of the elite.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you, a crazy-ass redneck who doesn't know what he's talking about.
I'm a crazy-ass redneck? How old are you, son? You sound like you barely have peach fuzz on your nads. How old are you?
I'm fucking 20, dude. I lost my...
You're 20? You're 20 years old, huh?
Yeah,
you know, with all due respect, I'm gonna roll with this interview. You're 20 years old. I bet you're from a single-parent household. Am I correct?
Nope.
Don't lie to me, all right? Don't lie. I can tell by the feminine vernacular in your voice, all right? You sound like you just popped out of the anal passage of Ricky Martin, for Christ's sake. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me.
No, dickhead. I lost my voice tonight because I was...
You lost your voice? What were you doing? Some oral compilation? That's what you liberals like to do.
Watching the Steelers game, you dickhole.
Dickhole? Is that what you're calling me? Is that discourse in liberalism? Are you a liberal, sir?
What is it? Am I liberal? No, I'm not.
Are you a feminist?
No.
What are you? You don't even know what you are, right? You're probably collecting an entitlement check. You probably just got your check this past weekend, didn't you? Huh? You're probably partying it up, aren't you? You're probably partying it up on the government cheese and all the food stamps and all the money that you're getting. You're probably guzzling down a couple of 4-0s, huh? 40 ounces?
Hey, actually, I'm not.
You sound like you're high right now, sir. You sound like you're...
Now.
Yeah, you sound like you're under the influence of some sort of narcotic.
Damn, you do not know me.
Well, yeah, well you sound like it. You sound a little dopey. What's your problem? You sniffing paint or something?
Nope.
Sniffing paint? You what are you doing? You sniffing crotches?
Nope.
What are you doing, sir? What's wrong with you?
I was sitting here listening to your crazy ass.
All right, we're gonna have to end it there, sir. You're fruiting up my show. You're making my whole show smell like butt crack. Get them off the line. I'm just tired of these damn liberal agitators, for heaven's sake. It makes me sick. All right, it makes me sick to my stomach. Anyway, folks, here we got another caller here from the 360. You're on the air.
Hello?
What's going on?
Hey, look, flat out, I'm not a liberal, I'm not a feminist, but you know what's worse than all that?
What's that?
Conservative. They're fucking terrorists, and they're destroying this country.
Oh, how is a conservative a terrorist?
You're fucking, you know what, changing, you know, you can't step outside your own door and not see shit. It's called the real world, buddy. Wake up and fucking see it, okay?
Real world? Are you a homosexual?
Am I homosexual? Fuck no, I fuck more women than you've probably ever seen.
Are you sure, sir? Because you sound a little feminine in your vernacular.
Feminine. Oh, really? I sound feminine to you. You know what you sound like to me? You sound like you're trying to change this country because you don't like the way it looks because it's feminist and liberal. Well, you know what? I like to go over there and shoot some towel heads and protect this country from people like you. You know that? I like to shoot you in the head myself because you're a piece of fucking shit.
Oh, you're threatening me now? Oh, you're a real tough guy, huh? Oh, you're threatening me now? Let me tell you something, Hey, let me tell you something. If we were in a damn ballroom, I would stomp your damn teeth so far down your throat that you'd be able to chew your own ass. So don't sit here and try to threaten me, boy.
All you do is sit around and talk on a fucking radio station, you fat, lazy piece of virgin shit.
Oh, is that all you got? Is that the best liberal agitation you got? I'm making you look lower than a leprechaun.
I am not a liberal.
And this is the best you got?
I am not a liberal. I am not a liberal.
You're a filthy, godless liberal.
Anarchist.
Oh, you're an anarchist?
Okay? Fuck yes, chaos. Fuck it all. I say fuck it all. You know, this country should be run better by the people in the government, because the government's fucking it up, and people like you are fucking it up, okay?
So you're an anarchist.
Themselves. Fuck yeah, I think the people should run it themselves. Free grouping of individuals. Free grouping of individuals would run this country, so you can suck a fucking dick, you piece of shit. You know that?
Get this stupid idiot-ass clown off my show. Get him out! I can't believe that I actually had an anarchist, some idiot-ass clown anarchist, call me up and try to debate how anarchy would be so much so much better, excuse me. I just think this is ridiculous. But this is the depraved level that our country has turned into, folks. They don't believe in our Constitution anymore. They want to go to anarchy, communism. You know, that's what they want. They want this in America. Anyway, 540 area code, you're on the air.
Hello? Hi, I'm gay. Why do you always talk about gay people? What's wrong with gay people?
Oh, my God. Get this trans testicle off the line, please. Get that trans testicle off the line. Do you see what I'm saying, folks? This is what I'm talking about. There is no discourse here. And we're going to take a call from the 937 area code. You're on the air. Hello?
Didn't I tell you that Kurt Warner was going to win the Super Bowl with the long ball, you milky licker?
What the hell are you talking about?
Didn't you?
Get him off the damn microphone. Get him off the line there. This is what I'm talking about here, folks. Just agitation. This is agitation. And I'm not going to go quietly in that good night, folks. I'm not just going to sit here and palate this crap. I'm not going to do it, folks. All right? I'm not going to do it. Anyway, here, 540 area code, you're on the air.
Did you know that George Washington was gay? He sucked dick.
Oh, my God. Do you see what I'm saying here, folks? Here we got some trans testicle, probably some RuPaul butt lover, sitting here trying to agitate the situation here. I'm trying to provide conservative commentary. I'm a foot soldier for the American family out here. I'm trying to promote real morality, real conservative values out here, and they're just trying to suppress it. They don't, you know, that's the thing about liberalism and feminism. They want your ideas suppressed. All right? 360 area code, what do you want?
Hey, what's happening, my guy? I love the show.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, I got a question for you. I got a brother in the Navy and a brother in the Army, and I'm as American as they come, but I'm asking you, how big of a football fan are you, and what was your problem with that game?
Well, first of all, I mean, I was a pretty decent, or a pretty big football fan, but the problem is the orchestration of the game. The orchestration.
And how?
I mean, the refs were literally calling all the calls on one-sided. It was obvious. I mean, that ridiculous call before the half, calling that a damn touchdown, was the most grotesque call in Super Bowl history.
What are you talking about? Which
when Kurt Warner threw the interception to that moron that should have been ejected out of the game, Harrison, or whatever the hell his name is.
So you're saying there was conclusive evidence to overturn that call?
Absolutely. He threw it down before the damn goal line.
Okay.
Any moron. Oh, go ahead.
I got another question for you, and it's about suck my dick. I'll slap you in the ugly bitch Rachel. You
get the hell off the damn chat room microphone, idiot. Get him off the line. I'm bumbling over my own tongue like Al Gore trying to explain how he invented the internet. It makes me sick. I mean, but this is what I'm getting here, all right? Let's go to the 210. 210, you're on the air.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, I can't believe the people calling in your show and just completely treating you like that. I mean, do they have nothing to say that's important? I mean, every time you try to bring up a point, they just stumble over their own words and start saying, you know, vulgarities. Why is that?
Well, that's because that's what liberalism is. I mean, look, I've got idiots in the chat room right now agitating. Here, I'm going to have to kick one ass clown out of my chat room because he's sitting here agitating conservatives that are in the room here.
And what's with the feminist guy? He's a feminist anarchist? How does that make sense?
He's a feminist fruit bowl. That's what he is.
I mean, he's a man. Apparently, he has to be a homosexual wanting to be a woman. I mean, feminists want 10% of men to be on the earth. I mean, they want 90% of men to die, and they're advocating women not taking care of their own children. So they shit out a kid, and they shit out a kid and say, okay, baby. So they look in the baby's face and say, baby, I'm not going to take care of you, okay? And you're just going to have to accept that. I mean, how does that work out?
Well, you know, I talk about that on a consistent basis, sir. I mean, I talk about how these women, I mean, they've trivialized not only marriage. I'm not saying all women. I mean, the feminist movement, okay? Because there are some conservative women out there who understand the sanctity of marriage, understand bearing children, understand raising children, that care about shielding their children from sexual depravity.
Then inevitably, they're not feminists because the leaders of feminists don't advocate that. They're just pulling it out of their rectal stanky leg anus and just making it up. Because if they're saying that they're pro what you're saying, well, then apparently they're not feminists because that's not what their leaders stand for.
Feminists stand for, they try to guise themselves behind the so-called equality issue, when in actuality...
But they're equal.
No, they are equal. They've been equal for a long time, but what's unfortunate is they are utilizing that to take power in the bureaucratic systems that control our lives. They've already hijacked the education system. They've hijacked the judicial system. They influence Congress. Barack Obama...
so what you're saying is they're hijacking America by crawling on their knees to the top. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't want to put it that bluntly, sir, but let me tell you, this whole idea of feminism, embraces the idea that, a woman can, be sexually persuasive to get their way to the top or to obtain material goods or to obtain a revenue. I mean, this is the sick, demented mentality of the feminist movement, and that's why I am a proud anti-feminist and always will be.
Well, you know what I want, what I crave, what I want as a follower of Moloch? I want equality between man and a woman. I want the equal right to play a game of football with females on the opposition so I can slap the vagina off of her.
Oh, God, take this guy off the microphone or take him off the line, please. Jeez Louise. But you see, folks, this is what I'm talking about here. I mean, this is it. This is liberal agitation at its finest, folks. I've been broadcasting here for almost an hour and a half, and all I've gotten was just a bunch of mumbling, jumbling, imbecilic, ass clown, jerk nut, nipple clamp loving, tickling their asses while they're calling me looking, no girlfriend having, cheese whiz guzzling, redheaded, four-eyed, freckle-faced stepchildren, calling me up and just saying nothing but a bunch of malarkey at me, all right? It's just disgusting. Here, 111, what's up?
You gotta know when to hold on.
Get this idiot off, please. More liberal agitators? Is that all I want to get this evening? We can't do it, folks. Anyway, we got another caller here, 11111. You're on the air.
Hello?
Yeah, what's your problem?
Hey, I got a question for you.
What's going on?
There's certain things I'm conservative about, and there's other things I'm liberal about. Now, are you conservative to everything?
I'm a damn conservative. You're damn right.
Okay,
I'm conservative about everything.
So what about, like, women?
What? I'm anti-feminist. What are you talking about? What about women?
You mean you're anti-feminist, meaning exactly what?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I mean, this is America, and women can do whatever they want to do. I mean, they want to go out and be boxers. They can be boxers, construction workers, lawyers, doctors. But once they go into the sanctity of the union of marriage, I think that they need to understand that they take a moral responsibility in bearing children and properly nurturing those children to full development. Now, what has happened here in America is that we have a whole, populace of single parents out here that has been agitated and actually been socially engineered that way by these liberals and these feminists by making it socially acceptable to just go ahead and let single women have children at will, not bearing in mind the economic and the emotional and, the nurturing side effects of that type of action.
I agree. Now, what about something like prostitution?
I think prostitution should be illegal.
Okay.
Now, are you kidding me?
Guns,
I mean,
guns I'm conservative about. Guns I'm conservative about, but prostitution I'm liberal about.
So why do you want prostitution? What, you don't have a girlfriend or something?
No, please. I got plenty of them. Believe
well,
me.
then why do you want what do you mean plenty of them? What are you, a player or something? You a playboy?
No, not at all. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it is what it is.
No, it isn't what it is, man. Come on, you need to get yourself a girlfriend, and you need to commit to her, son. That's what you need to do. You need to commit to a girl that's gonna be committed to you.
I have that, but not everything works out. Not everything's perfect on your first or second try. You gotta test the waters, right?
I agree. Yeah.
Can't be locked down on just one. I don't. Why would you want that?
Well, I've been that way. What are you talking about? I've been married for the first woman that I had my children with. I've been married a long time. I've raised children. I've got grandchildren.
That's awesome. So what about?
I mean, I've lived a conservative lifestyle all my life. You're damn right.
You didn't date before that?
No, well, I mean, I dated before that. I courted young ladies, but I wasn't out here philandering around like I was some gigolo or something, if that's what you're suggesting.
No, not at all. I'm just saying, certain people maybe not be as fortunate as you to lose their virginity to that one special woman. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's because, I care about her. I mean, we cared about each other. We raised some great children.
Exactly.
And I think that we need to, promote that. I'm a foot soldier for the American family. I want more families out here, but I want the appropriate family between a man and a woman. All right, I don't want any of this other malarkey that's happening out here, where, two guys that are, enjoying each other's prostate massages, getting, some kids. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree. It's the same thing. Like, I bet your daughter Mitch was sucking my dick, you bitch.
That's all you got? I'm gonna keep you on the horn. Can you come up with something better than that?
Well,
I mean, you only made yourself laugh. Hey, how old are you? How old are you?
32.
You're 32 years old. Bull crap. You're 16 years old. Go play with your Peter Popper. All right, son? Give me a break. 1111, you're on the air.
You got know when to hold up, know when to fold up.
What the hell, you Kenny Rogers or something? Get the hell off the damn phone. 937?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's up? What's going on?
I tell you what, it's all the same, only the names will change, and every day it seems we're wasting away. Another place where the faces are so cold, I drive all night just to get back home. I'm a cowboy on a steel horse side.
Are you kidding me here? I mean, what is this, Karaoke Central, for Christ's sake? Go take that crap to the Ooh La La bar down the street, you ass clown. And that song sucks anyway. Give me a break. Fruity pansy-ass hairbands. That's one thing I hated about the 80s. You know that? You got all these ass clowns that are all, the 80s rock, dude. Oh, yeah, the hairband. That was stupid crap. All right?
The first known instance of people posting about him on the site.
And all you stupid pieces of low-life crap that are sitting here making all these garbage YouTube videos about me, I'm only going to tell you one time, because I don't think you heard me. Stop mocking my ideology. Stop making these stupid mocking videos of me. Stop this crap. Or else. Alright? Or else. And you don't even want to know what's going to happen, so all of you idiots that are putting YouTube videos about me, mocking my ideology, putting me on Google video, I'm going to tell you one more time, stop your crap. All right, if you want to blog about me, you want to talk some crap about me in a stupid blog or on a stupid website, well, I don't care, all right? But don't mock my ideology, damn it. Because I'm a conservative, damn it. Anyway, folks, thank you very much. There's 3 minutes left in the program. Please bookmark the webpage, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And once again, bookmark it and check back daily, anytime between 11:30 p.m. to 1 o'clock a.m., because that's when I'll be broadcasting live from now on, folks. It'll still be sporadic, but if you come back and check up, I guarantee you're going to find me up and live with another broadcast up and running. All right? So, you know how it goes. Anyway, thank you very much, folks. 3 minutes left in the broadcast. And if you could be so kind, folks, to visit some of the sponsors, help us out, tell everybody you know about True Conservative Radio. I hate to keep harping on that crap, but let me tell you something, folks. Anybody who listens to this program is going to understand what true conservatism is.
On January 26, 2009, Nadya Suleman, the Octomom, gave birth to octuplets in Los Angeles. She would soon become a regular news story on True Conservative Radio, with ghosts repeatedly insulting her and claiming that she was trashy for having 8 kids at once due to the fact that Suleman already had 6 other children and was once unemployed. Episode 78, broadcast on January 29th, talks about Suleman as well as other topics. Ghosts take several calls during this episode. First taking a call from my self-proclaimed communist.
Anyway, 646-652-4869. We're going to take a couple of callers here, and if you happen to hear anything that you agree or disagree with, you are more than encouraged, if you happen to be listening to me live right now, to give me a call. 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. We got somebody from the 647 area code. You're on the air.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Not bad.
Together on this?
What?
Have you been thinking about it yet?
Thinking about what?
Working together on
What's that?
Taking down the whole shebang. You're doing good. You're right on that page with me.
You're damn well. I don't know what your page is, but if it's true conservatism, I'm definitely on that page.
Communism.
You're a communist.
Well, we can be communists together.
I don't know about being a communist. Well, okay, I'm going to go with you. If you're a communist, hold on a second. Hold on. If you're a communist, well, then tell me, what is the lore of being a Karl Marx worshiper? Why don't you just give our audience that type of insight?
Who's Karl Marx?
You don't know who Karl Marx is?
So I'm dumb. I know.
Yeah, well, obviously you're a liberal, but I mean, I'm just trying to ask if you're lured. Hold on. If you're lured by communism and you don't know who Karl Marx is, well, then how in the hell do you like communism?
That's that guy with the little. Is he a comedian?
What?
Karl Marx, isn't he like a comedian or something?
Karl Marx is not a comedian, you stupid imbecile. Are you from America? You sound like you're from America. You sound like you're from America.
Guy that does the old black and white movies?
You're an absolute imbecile. Hang up on this moron, please. Give me a break. But do you see what I'm saying, folks? Did you hear that last caller there? Somebody who supports communism and yet doesn't know who the hell Karl Marx is. You see, this is the kind of a crap we're sitting here having to witness in America.
Then takes a call from the 812 area code, the same caller from episode 76.
Anyway, 646-652-4869. We're going to take another caller here from the 812 area code. You're on the air.
Good evening, Ghost.
How you doing?
I spoke with you recently, and I have something to add to it.
All right, we'll go right ahead.
Well, I am your, what do you want to say, the journalist caller. I decided to write an article in my local paper, which started quite a, what do you want to say, a firestorm. Very much a firestorm. I decided to expose our local mayor, and
oh, wow, that's definitely an exclusive story here.
And then go into our Republican senator here in Indiana, that would be Lugar.
Okay.
Who went on TMZ.com to boastfully brag about the raise that Congress got, and be a Republican, by the way, while he gladly accepted that raise hand over fist while in an economic depression. By the way, no one wants to say depression, but the truth is depression. Okay?
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Or die crying, okay? So anyway, this man wants to go on TMZ and brag about his raise. So I just decided to raise a little hell all over it. I was just a little mad about it. And I got a letter from my editor today, and I also got a letter from the governor of the state telling me to be quiet.
You need to be quiet?
This does not tell you the new presidency, the fairness doctrine coming around to bite people on the butt. And I'm telling you right now, bite me on the butt all you want to. I'll get a fatter ass, but I'm going to keep on talking.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight here. What you're telling me is that, and I know who you are. You called in a couple of shows ago saying you were a journalist, and in your local periodical, editorial, or paper, you're writing an article exposing the mayor, basically for bloviating. Or am I correct?
I'm just saying, if the woman could be any more crooked, we'd have to close her down in the street.
Well, what I don't understand is that this fairness doctrine. Now, can you explain to people what that is? Because a lot of people don't understand. They think it's some sort of political, correctness kind of, let's just play fair kind of horse crap.
The fairness doctrine is this. I am not allowed to write anything on my local paper unless there is another employee of the paper who has an opposing view who can write something right below what I write. And if their view is more popular, my view becomes less printed and less acknowledged.
Wow. Unbelievable. And what that means is since these liberals have the infestation of everybody's mindset in America, and, a lot of these deviant type of thoughts, basically, if it feels good, do it kind of mentality, if that becomes a little bit more popular in as far as absorbing news and information is concerned, you being somebody who's obviously an investigative reporter or somebody who wants to get to the truth and expose a story and enlighten readers, or at least anybody who wants to be enlightened, let's put it that way, which isn't many people, lo and behold, you're not going to be able to do that properly. Or go ahead.
The reason why that I was told to hush is because this is the word that I use to describe the Republican Senator Lugar of Indiana. I used some specific words. I called him a worm. I called him full of cowardice, a fake, a phony Republican, a liar. And I was told that was hate speech.
Now, that is hate speech. Now, you did phrase this in some sort of, editorial fashion, correct?
Absolutely. It wasn't very long either. Do you want to hear it? I'll read it to you, because it's not that long.
Absolutely. Let's hear it. Now, give us the general premise. Can you give us the general premise of it? So just anybody that...
The premise was, I happened to be on radio, and I was talking about Mitch Daniels, who's the governor of Indiana. And over the last 2 fiscal periods, the state of Indiana came out with a budget surplus. In economic hard times, we came out with a budget surplus.
That's a rarity.
Exactly. And I was saying the fact that, the people of Indiana, much like a lot of the people throughout the United States, were hardworking, dedicated, good people. And then a phone call came in, and this person asked me, were you aware of the fact that your Republican Senator, Lugar, Richard Lugar, was on TMZ bragging about accepting the raise in the midst of the economic depression? And that was not only embarrassing, I was pissed.
I'm getting a little upset about it right now. I'm about to puke up what I had earlier this evening, hearing some stupid power-hungry autocrat bloviate about some raise that's basically coming out of the taxpayer's pocket while they're giving our money away to corporate America. He's going to sit here and laugh about it? Give me a break.
And this is what I wrote. How nice it was of me to go on live radio tonight and speak proudly about our town and state, only to have someone call in and state to me that our Republican Senator Richard G. Lugar was on TMZ.com boasting proudly of his latest pay raise. He says it all goes to charity, but watch the video and see his smirking, sardonic, and disrespectful face as he spews his flagrant lies to TMZ and to any person residing in the state of Indiana that voted for him. I wonder if Lugar the lowlife was thinking about his constituents, and these are towns for me, Brazil, Greencastle, Harmony, Carbon, Terre Haute, and the surrounding areas when he spewed such ignorance and arrogance. I wonder if he's thinking so hard about those that are forced to decide between having heat and having dinner, as he so forcefully boasts about his raise, parentheses, pork barrel meat buffet, kickback. What a jerk, and not to mention a shameful person and the antithesis of a Republican. We're in a recession that is staring into the cold eyes of a depression, and any true Republican would have been totally against any kind of personal salary raise in order to save money for our country. Lugar is a worm, phony, fake, and a total loser. 2010 better be his cold day in hell, for he will never be back with my vote. The time has come for all Republican, Democrat, Independent, and Green Party voters to say, enough. We have had enough from you con artists. This great country of ours is not a democracy, it is a republic. Look it up. These losers work for us. They do not own us. As the once great cartoon character Popeye would say, I've had all I can stand and I can't stand no more. And then he would pop open his can of spinach and be cleaning up the mess. I hand each and every one of you today a can of spinach. Start cleaning up the mess. Stop sitting around hoping and wishing for someone magical to come and clean up the mess. You are the magic. The vote stops here. Public officials beware. We now know how close in character you are to this kind of politics, and we're mad as hell and not going to take it anymore. These ostriches have had their head out of the sand, and our teeth are bared. Politicians from small towns to capital cities better be ready to get their knuckles to the grindstone again, because the little man is taking over, and now you're going to the unemployment line. Your kind put us there in the first place. Get off your dust and write Lugar the lowlife and tell him what a waste of a vote, morality, and sense he has come to be for us all. And for good measure, here's his website address so you can see for yourself this worm's hypocrisy. It's a bitter bill we have all needed to bite down on for a long time now. The time is now to act. This is enough. Hope and change from Barack? Ha! No. Hope and change is us, and us is USA. P.S. You're the USA. They just don't want you to know that. And then I ended it with, have a problem with my anger? Then you're part of the problem and will never be the solution. Be afraid. We are done being your subservient have-nots.
Well, as you read that, we had somebody in the chat room post the link to the TMZ video, and right away it's no longer available. The TMZ video that you're talking about, Lugar boasting about, his pay raise, it's no longer available on there. So how convenient is that?
I clicked on the link and it came right up.
Oh, yeah? Can you post it up on the chat room?
While still on the line with this caller, he then takes a call from another caller, leading to both these callers interacting and debating while Ghost attempts to mediate between them, resulting in a heated argument between both callers before Ghost disconnects the second caller.
Sure.
Okay. Hold on, I think we got some more callers here. Let's see if anybody else has anything to say here. These are all nobody with any. Hey, hello, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hey, hello. Hey, how you doing?
All right, and you? How's it going?
Not too bad. I'm just sitting here trying to have some true conservative commentary out here. Getting sick and tired of these power-hungry autocrats milking our money as if it's some sort of fat jelly ass teat, if you will.
Well, I mean, I have to agree with her for the most part. However, the problem comes in with the parenting, and and I understand that these people, they work for the little people, but it was swindled into a kind of a bizarro phase, and in a backwards manner, because the parents aren't teaching the children of what this country stands for, which is a constitutional republic, and allow their children to come up through the public education to understand that this should be a democracy when it never was even mentioned in the Constitution. So, in turn, this is never going to change. the little man is never going to win, and the Republicans are always going to win in the end anyway, because they have control of everything unless we start a militia in every state. And that's the only way that it's going to stop this.
Sir, with all due respect, you contradicted yourself. You said in statement, we're never going to win. You might as well not worry, we're never going to win unless. So, how about if we say we can win if we do? Because it was a self-defeating comment. Actually, there is victory in American history. However, Americans have become complacent in what they think they know. The fact that they know very little.
You know,
that's absolutely true, but...
And she does have a good point. Hold on. She does have a good point, because America has precedent that this mechanism of government does work once the people are well-informed and are behind a specific issue. We saw that in the Civil Rights Movement when we had a notorious racist in Lyndon Baines Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act. And the reason he did was because the government had to buckle, because the people got behind this issue and said, look, every man is created equal out here. Let's stop with this racism. Let's stop with this bigotry. And as a result, that issue was rectified, and I thought it was rectified appropriately. Now, what we need here is we need American people to get off their fat jelly asses and start understanding that this is a constitutional republic that requires their participation. And once we understand that, once the American people understand that, I think that America itself will start tipping for a little bit more of a positive direction, if you will. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, but I feel that is a minute example of what's going to need to be done in order to change of what we are, what this country stands for to begin with. I mean, everybody likes to rant and rave the fat jelly ass rich man, this, that, and he needs to be the unemployment line. However, everyone has a solution, but nothing ever gets done. See, people out here are just they're just satisfied just sitting on their couch, watching TV, eating chicken and cheeseburgers, instead of going out practicing their government rights, because they're the government. But they'll never do it. They'll just watch TV, and there's just too much entertainment out here, and everyone is just entirely too satisfied with their state of being and state of living. And that's why other countries hate America for it. I mean, America's so ridiculous. They're running around with flags on their shirts in the back of the car that's not even the American flag. So nothing is ever going to change.
Wait, hold on. What are you talking about there? What do you mean? It's not even the American flag. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
No, that's the United States corporate flag of Britain. That's not the American flag. It's not the American flag at all. What I'm trying to say is the people, the minds, the mentality of the people that are in this country has already set forth the path, and they've already gone too far in that path to turn back. Even if they turned back, it would do nothing. $1 billion would make more change than all the ranting and raving of American or United States people. Well, so in other words, people are nothing but meat now.
That's a very cynical perspective, sir, but,
go
ahead.
But it's true, and there's nothing you can say to the
Hold on, sir. Let the other person speak. Go ahead.
Sir, just let me ask you a question. At one point, and I totally understand where you're coming from. Believe me when I tell you, I totally get it. As though we were Siamese twins. I get it. Here's the thing, sir. You're calling into a show on the internet at, according to my time, the middle of the night a.m. And my question is to you this. I became very angry myself. So I didn't like the mayor in my town. I didn't like what people stood for. So I began to go around and I began to talk to people. I started a grassroots campaign. And let me tell you something, sir. I'm an ex-convict. Guess what? I'm going to be running for mayor in the next mayoral election. I'm not even native to this city. But I tell you one thing, there's not an ounce of bullshit in my blood. And people know that I care about this city, I care about this county, and I care about this state. Okay?
Well, you can care about all you want. All they need is one lobbyist to overturn what you want.
What are you doing? What do you
All they need is one lobbyist.
Sorry, well, just go ahead. She got her side. Do you have anything to say? And then keep it civil. Sir?
Well, that's great and all, American pride or, brown pride or black power or white power, whatever you're talking about. No ounce of BS in your blood or whatever you stand for or believe in. We live in a society based on paper. A society running with paper robot zombies running around that all they care is about paper, and they'll sell their children and sacrifice them to a Moloch. Now, what makes you think all your care and pride and care in the world?
What are you talking about? What did you just say?
Going over the deep edge. Are you a 9/11 truther?
No.
The government actually did 9/11 to us.
Do you?
Do I?
I believe this.
Hold on. We're getting
going
off
over
subject.
the deep edge on the Moloch here.
Yeah,
so I'm asking you this. What are you doing to be part of the solution instead of calling into an internet radio show in the middle of the night with your cynical, whining views? What are you doing to be part of the solution? You're amazing.
I am the part.
So what? You are part of the biggest problem.
I'm a part of what keeps people like you down by lobbyists and pieces of paper that keep you. Let me talk.
Hold on. Let's hurry it up and let's move on here because I got something to say. Go ahead, sir, Mr. Mason.
There's no. Mr. Mason. Thank you. Anyway, look, man.
Are you kidding me, sir?
You listen. All right. You listen here, okay? All your care and love and spread and hippie stuff in the world is not going to do anything because the hippies were bought out. And you being an ex-convict are never going to go anywhere. And all they need is a couple of lobbyists to keep you down from going for where you want. So you might as well quit while you're ahead because it means nothing. It's a waste of breath.
Telling the truth
and you can be,
live
and you will be defeated by pieces of paper that are printed out like Monopoly money. So your whole mind, body, soul, and consciousness is worth less than Monopoly paper. So good luck with that.
You're the reason why America is the way it is today. Congratulations. Are you proud of yourself?
The world will belong to us, and you will just sit there and watch.
Oh my gosh, this guy's a freak.
Yeah, just hang him up, please. Oh, good Lord. I'm sorry.
You can't deny what I'm saying. You can't deny that.
Okay,
Britain, England, all the way from Zionist, Jewish, Templars, all the way to America. Middle East is left.
I'm having trouble with the switchboard here. What the hell's going on here?
Can you just make a YouTube video and we'll watch him with the rest of the freaks when we can?
All right, I think he's gone now.
Okay.
After disconnecting the second caller, Ghost goes on a rant about 9/11 truthers and Alex Jones, with Ghost calling Jones a sick and despicable man with a mental deficiency, and comparing him to cult leader and mass murderer Jim Jones.
I'm sorry about that, but I've been seeming to have a lot of 9/11 truther idiots calling me up ever since I called out Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
4 or 5
canal water.
Yeah, I called him out about 4 or 5, 6 shows ago. And all of a sudden, him and his posse are just bombarding not only my show, but they're bombarding my emails. They're bombarding, anything that I put out. It's just horrific. And I'm sorry about that. Once he started saying, sacrificing children, and I had to stop there for a second. But anyway, I didn't mean to get off on that sidetrack there. I thought the man had something relevant to say, but unfortunately, this is true conservative radio. I do have a lot of haters, if you will. I'm using the vernacular of the modern-day urban culture, if you will. I have a lot of haters. And
the haterade, is that I think that's the proper urban language there, is they're drinking your haterade, or
they're drinking something, because let me tell you something, every time I get a hold of one of these nut jobs that just dislike me, you can just, hear the foam coming out of their damn cheese hole. It's just disgusting, huh?
Well, I tell you, I really thought the guy, I was into him for about the first minute, first 2 minutes, and then after the cynicism kept rolling and rolling and rolling, I absolutely caught on to the fact that there was definitely a connection between Prison Planet and this man.
Of course. I mean, unfortunately, I basically made one of these 9/11 truthers. It's back in the archives. I don't want to take too much time in the show to this, but this is the reason why we're having a lot of these guys call up here, these 9/11 truthers and agitators, people just trying to, be, just trying to skew the ideas and the format to suit their own agitated ideology. I made Alex Jones and the whole kooky idea of Alex Jones being some sort of a, savior to society. I basically equated to him being nothing but an absolute fraud. I mean, with all due respect, that's my view. He consistently comes out with problems in America and secret societies and Satanism. I mean, this guy, pulls everything out of his derriere, and, he takes it out of the toilet. He throws it on a wall just to see what sticks. And, that's basically the constructs of his capitalist empire. And believe me, it is capitalist in nature, and he's banking on every one of these stupid minions who are looking at him as some sort of a freedom fighter or some ridiculous garbage. It's nonsense. And I called him out on it. He's despicable. He's disgusting. I've seen him out here. I've lived in Texas all my life. I've seen him out here with bullhorns when everybody thought he was a damn nut job that had escaped from some mental institution. All of a sudden, this guy's got some sort of broadcast, nationally syndicated talk show. He's, farting out videos left and right. He's got these idiots going out here agitating all kinds of political situations. You can't even watch the damn boob tube anymore without having these idiots with their signs in the back of everywhere. Oh, 9/11 was an inside job. 9/11 was an inside job, and all this garbage. Anyway, it just makes me sick. I didn't mean to get off on that tirade.
Well, that's okay. There's another fellow, another host here on Blog Talk Radio, who actually grew up and went to school with Alex Jones, and he's a very interesting person to speak to regarding Mr. Jones and Mr. Jones' history of how can I say this without sounding like a jerk? He has a broad history of mental imbalances. Not the host,
are you kidding me? You
but
can
Mr.
tell.
Jones.
You can tell. Have you seen his googly-eyed look? I mean, this guy's a sick man in my view. He looks it. He froths at the mouth. I mean, look, I know I get carried away. I know that I, maybe scream, break things, that sort of thing. But this guy's just disgusting. I mean, there's no passion. That's not driven by passion. That's driven by some sort of sadistic egoism. It's just I just don't like the man personally. He's just despicable. He's disgusting, and all he is just some idiot that's trying to inflate his own ego. He kind of reminds me of somebody with another last name by the name of Jones, Jim Jones.
Would it be Jim Jones?
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of that idiot because it's just ridiculous how, the egos of the last people, I guess that's where the whole concept of keeping up with the Joneses comes in. I don't know. I just think it's horrible because that's what he reminds me of. He reminds me of some damn cult leader or something. It's just
well,
sick.
I guess I have a very hardline view of things, and my hardline view being of this. I've been at the very bottom, and I started at the top, I ended at the bottom, and I've rebuilt since. So I guess in this country of ours, although not so great at times, it's still greater than what is surrounding us throughout the world. And my question is this. If I can hit rock bottom and come back through hard work, determination, strength, and go-gettedness, what excuse are you trying to hand me?
I completely
I don't
agree.
Want to hear it. I'm so tired of hearing people are oppressed because of their skin color. People are oppressed because of this and that and the other. They're only oppressed by the limitations they place upon themselves.
That's what I continue to say on this show, but unfortunately it goes out, it goes in one ear, out the other with most of these liberals. Anyway, did you want to plug anything? Did you want to plug your editorial, or do you have a show or anything of that nature?
I would like to plug the Ghost Show here on Blog Talk Radio, and I hope everyone continues to listen.
Oh, well, I thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
I appreciate it. Thank you. And let me tell you something else. There was a lot of relevant points there, folks. I mean, there at the end, she said that, everybody should be held accountable for their own actions. And that's what conservatism is all about. That's what Americanism is all about, But unfortunately, we've gone into some sort of a idea where we can just blame anybody. Nobody wants to be accountable for anything. And henceforth, that's why we're being bequeathed this ridiculous garbage, this $830 billion bailout for the American people. I mean, this is not what America was built on. America was not built on giving out handouts. It was built on giving out opportunity. And you see, folks, we've got a liberal, long-haired, Karl Marx worshiping regime in office, in power in America today that is not helping the situation by giving a bunch of people a bunch of money just so they can pay off interest on their damn credit cards. It's stupid. How is that going to stimulate the economy, you morons? Wake up! We are transitioning into a quasi-socialist, communist, I don't even know what direction we're going into. And what's even more unfortunate is people are on their knees. They're begging for it. It makes me sick. I mean, I'm depressed. I can't believe that this is America.
Following this long call, Ghost takes a call from another anonymous area code from a caller with an accent who is another host on Blog Talk Radio for a show called Reza. He calls Ghost Richard for unknown reasons and claims to be from Washington State while also ranting about BTR limiting hosts to only 60 episodes per month before also ranting about H.R. 262, the David Ray Richardson Hate Crime Prevention Act, and H.R. 256, the David Ray Hate Crimes Prevention Act, both of which would die in committee.
Anyway, we're going to go ahead and take another caller here. This is all 1111. Hello?
Yes, how you doing, my friend? What name can I call you, Mr. Richard?
I'm Ghost.
But I know, but what can I call you? Can I call you Mr. Richard?
Mr. Retard? Well, what the hell is your question there, son? Are you a foreigner in America taking advantage of America's liberties?
No. I want just to tell you that I'm with you 120%.
Well, if you're with me 100, hold on, sir. If you're with me 120%, why are you calling me Mr. Retard?
No, Richard, I said, Richard.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I thought you were calling me a retard. I was getting a little upset. I thought you were a liberal.
No, sir. I never, sir. I respect you, sir.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Obviously, a miscommunication here. Where are you calling from, sir?
I'm calling from Washington, sir, and I'm very pleased that you are bringing us the truth. But you know that BTR is limit everybody to 60 shows a month, and there's a cap on that. You cannot have more than 60 shows. But I know probably for you it will be okay. But for some people, if they want to have like 65, 70 shows a
65
month,
or 70 shows a month is what you're saying?
Right, or 80, and then there is a problem for them. But the minimum is 60. So just for your information, so if you went to your thing and you look at there is at the bottom of it, it says you have gone to maximum show, 60 is allowed, so you know why. So I wanted just, because the BTR should supposed to put that into the headline news or something, so everybody know that. Not because, then they have to, everybody jam their lines and through the internet, say why I cannot have any more shows, blah, 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 blah.
I see.
Because they changed the policy. But so if change the policy, it's better to put it into the one of the things they say from the, but I mean, this month I have 110 shows.
Well, what's your show, actually, sir? What is your show about?
My show is Reza, R-E-Z-A. Just type it on the search on the top of the BTR, and you will see with Debbie Kidd. I had a lot of people download Debbie Kidd. You know Debbie Kidd. She kicked butt. She kicked butt of Obama. she kicked out of the people who are behind the scenes, and basically she exposed everybody. And then also I talked to Ted Pike regarding he's a Christian conservative, and his website is www.truthtellers.org. And then and then I talked to him. He told me to basically call all the House of Rep, House of Senate regarding HR 262 and HR 256. I mean, same thing happened in Canada. In 1971, the anti-hate law speech was passed. Like the same lady story is a good example that she can go to prison for over 10 years plus heavy fines as well if this law is passed. Because you cannot criticize, you cannot say, Christians. Bible say gays are not normal, and they cannot be part of the society. So therefore, if you say that, then automatically you broke the law, and they can put you for example, in the show. If somebody wants to talk about illegal immigration, they have to bring Azteca or La Raza next to them or via phone. So both of them would be present. Then that's where you can bring your show to the people. So basically, freedom of speech will be taken. It will be end of USA within 3 weeks from now. And Obama loves to sign this bill. Obama.
Osama. Oh, you're not an Obama fan, huh?
Right, no way, Jose.
Good.
This guy, he's an evil man. It's his assignment. They give him assignment before his election. They say you have to destroy and dismantle United States of America, and that's why he's doing it. I mean, where we have this money from? You say $11 trillion we are under. There are $820 billion more, and then we have to pay $300 trillion on interest on it. How can you do that?
I have no. I'm sorry, sir. Somebody. I'm sorry, man. I'm just sitting here reading the chat room here, and I'm I'm sorry. He got. Anyway, I'm sorry, folks. He got disconnected or some sort. I had no idea what that last caller said. I was just going along there. I'm sorry, sir, you got disconnected. You'd be more than happy to give me a call back. I really enjoyed your discourse, but with all due respect, sir, I just didn't understand you, and I'm sorry.
After an accidental disconnection, the same caller calls back and is picked up on again. After this, Ghost goes on a rant about people under the age of 30 impersonating one vocally, something he would do frequently from now on.
Anyway, 646-652-4869 is the number to call. We got another caller here. I don't even know. It doesn't really have an area code. Hello, 000. Hello?
Yes, how you doing, my friend? I was disconnected. I want to say that I really respect you a lot.
Thank you.
I do really appreciate you for what you're doing. I mean, keep up the good work. We are all with you, 360%. And I'm so glad I already add you into my show too. And so I know when exactly show is. And tomorrow I have about 7 p.m. Pacific time. I'm going to talk with Sergeant Anita from Los Angeles. While she was in her tour of duty, her son was killed by with gangbusters, illegal aliens. So we are going to talk about to her for the second time.
What time is that going to be tomorrow?
7 o'clock Pacific time.
Okay, well, that sounds like a very important show, sir. Are you in the chat room? Can you post a link to it?
I already put there. I already put there. I said I can put something there. I said please listen to my show. Listen my show tomorrow.
Yeah.
I really like when you say that, my friend. You're my buddy.
You're my buddy. We're pals here. What can I call you? What's your name? I'm Ghost. What do they call you on the internet here?
Reza. R-E-Z-A. Reza.
Reza. Is that how you say it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Reza. I can roll my R's because I'm down here in South Texas. I deal with a lot of illegal immigrants out here.
Or you can call me Rez. It's okay too, my friend.
Rez.
Yeah, you just call me Rez for short if you have problem. It's okay, no problem. But the question is, my friend, that I am fighting in 3 fronts. One front is illegal immigration. Second front is Islamofascism, that they are going to come and take over country. They want to put flag of Saudi Arabia into our White House. And then third fight is with Jesus Camp, which are the violent people, and they're teaching their kids to trauma centers, to the camps, and these people are so brainwashed like a Nazi Hitler, so they're Zionists and became Christian, and then you will see them in YouTube. I mean, the movie Jesus Camp, and then they're very.
I've actually seen that movie Jesus Camp. It's absurd. It's really ridiculous.
Exactly, sir. That's why I'm fighting in 3 different fronts, day and night. But do you belong to some organization of some sort or something? Because those are a lot of fronts to be fighting. But believe me, I understand where you're coming from. I'm fighting all kinds of fronts. I mean, I'm a foot soldier for the American family. I'm trying to get people enlightened that teenage pregnancy should not be embraced or should not be, somehow coddled or some sort. Because I'm a conservative, sir. I believe in conservative principles. And it sounds to me, by the 3 fronts that you're fighting in, you sound to be a little conservative yourself. Oh, no, I am conservative because I don't love my beloved in the country. USA goes down the toilet. I mean, what exactly they have done today, they approved the stimulus package. They want us by design, our American, Argentina, do you know Iceland right now? Iceland, the people, stormed their parliament and broke all the windows and took over the parliament and Prime Minister,
in Iceland?
Yes, Prime Minister of Iceland resigned right away.
When was this?
This was happened last 48 hours, sir.
Oh, in the past 48 hours. How convenient we have the mainstream media not giving us one bit of information about Iceland going under and some sort of a people uprising or a coup or something?
Yes, sir. Not only, all other European countries as well, and now European countries wants to be separate again. They don't like European Union. They don't like Euro. They don't like their unifications at all because a lot of jobs are lost. And people, once they run their own country, they want their own money back. They want their own dignity, sovereignty back. But unfortunately, what they're going to do, they're going to, one day you wake up and then your money will be valued nothing, like Argentina, like Iceland, like many other countries. And then what would you do? Then they said solution is Amero, and then they already shipped Amero to many, many, many banks across nations.
Unbelievable, sir. You know what? Go ahead.
Because my friend works in a major bank, and he is a chief teller, and they received the shipment, And so basically, usually they have to count it to see what is it. But they said this shipment is not to be open until told by the head office. There is instruction how to open it, how to count it, etc. And so one day he asked her manager, is this an Amero that we received? And suddenly her face becomes so flash and so red, and then suddenly she changed the subject. So my friend understood the rest of the story. Say, oh my gosh, we already got Amero.
I've been talking about the Amero for a while on this Blog Talk Radio Network show here. Unfortunately, it falls on deaf ears, sir. Sir, I just wanted to extend my sincere thanks for you fighting, for trying to get the word out, I obviously have a Blog Talk Radio show here, obviously, right, sir?
Yes, sir.
You're trying to get the word out there. You sound like a conservative. You sound like somebody who's trying to fight illegal immigration. You sound like somebody who's trying to fight for the preservation for American Constitution and the preservation for American sovereignty. And I wanted to extend my thanks to you, sir. You sound like a true American, sir.
No, we should extend our thanks to you. I am nothing, but sir, I am just one piece of the puzzle. I mean, I'm one person. But of course, you do your show as well. We do sincerely thanking you as well on behalf of all your listeners. I wish you will bring me with that lady that she was written. Please call your hub if you listen to Ted Pike. Just type Ted Pike and you bring my show, Ted Pike, or bring Davy Kidd, Devvy. Space KIDD, and these are the two important shows you need to download. To listen to, and you will see what Dave is saying and what Ted Pike is saying about the HR 256, HR 262. We have to act now. Otherwise, my show, your show, will not be in the air that much longer.
You know what, sir? I thank you very much for bringing this up to people's attention here. It's unfortunate that more people aren't as enlightened as you are at some of the situation that's happening. That's why I come here and provide conservative commentary. I don't really get technical into too much of the bill aspect. I know that things are going around. Anybody who wants to get technical about it can read about it on the internet. But I'm just trying to tell people and light a fire under people's derrieres to get up and start participating in their government. This is still our government. This is still a government made for the people, by the people. And I just don't understand why the American people just sit there and lay complacent. And it's good to see people like you that are putting forth an effort, that are trying to make an initiative out here to try to enlighten people that we are not a bunch of idiots that are just going to sit here and watch the Amero happening. I'm down here in Texas. I'm witnessing the NAFTA superhighway being built right out here on I-35. It's getting ridiculous out here. And,
exactly. I see that. Yeah.
And I'm really glad that you brought up. I'm really glad that you brought up that Iceland, within the past 48 hours, there's some sort of a people uprising. They took over the parliament, and obviously you said that they're doing the same thing in Argentina, and it's a revolt against
Argentina, it was a while back ago, not anymore right now. But actually, all the European countries are in chaos right now.
I know that Greece recently had an upheaval about a couple of months ago.
Yes, exactly. And still, Greece is burning. Other countries are burning in Europe because people are fed up. People are, over there. People are more open. We don't want violence. We don't advocate violence. But we don't, we want our country back. We want a government of people, by the people, for the people back, not government of corporation, for the corporation, by the corporations.
You know what? You're a sight for sore ears, or an audio for sore ears, sir. Let me tell you, we need you. What's your show, sir, so everybody can know who you are?
Reza, R-E-Z-A, just Reza Ashkenazi. Just put Riza on the top, you'll find me. And tomorrow I have a talk to Cynthia. She was our beloved soldier that she went to Iraq and fight over there. Although, she was while she was there, her son was killed by Mexican gangbaster, which has a tattoo said BK killers. So basically, this is what happened. So we are, did you know about that rape of 99 years old by the illegal alien and 89 years old as well?
I didn't hear about that, but I've heard of a whole bunch of scenarios of illegal immigrants that are coming into this country and causing criminal havoc. Go ahead.
Yeah, for example, this one, 99 years old woman, she was putting the trash out, and he was a roofer. And so finally he followed her and forced her in, so forced entry. And then she tried to fight with him, and Elizabeth said, "Get the hell out of here, what the hell you want? I have nothing." He said, "No, you have something." And so basically after that kick her, so her dentures goes to 2 meters out, and so basically she then make her give her O-sex. What kind of humanity does that? What kind of animal in the zoo they don't do that?
I agree, and what's unfortunate, sir, is we got 30 million illegal immigrants in this country right now wandering the face of this side of the earth, and not only are they providing heinous crimes like that and contributing nothing but a bunch of negativity, they're also mooching off of our government entitlement system by getting free education, free health care, free housing, free everything out here. And yet they pay no taxes. They pay no taxes whatsoever, and yet they are lowering the cost of labor for every true American that's trying to make a decent living out here. It's unfortunate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very unfortunate indeed. That's why we fight with. That's why no compromise is fighting for. That's why she's my friend too, Tracy. That's why I have a lot of friends.
Tracy is a good American. I've talked to her many times. Yeah. She's a great person.
Yeah, she comes. She supports my shows as well too. Are you here every night, sir, or?
I haven't been on as of recently. Frequently here within the past month, I've been coming on a little bit more habitually. And I'm going to continue to do that. I just tell everybody to pay attention. If you have me on your friends list, an email will go out an hour before the show starts. If not, sometimes I do them sporadically because I don't have a set schedule for the show. They will be between the hours of 11:30 p.m. Central Time to about 1 a.m. Central Time. That's when I'll schedule shows. And I tell people to come back to the blogtalkradio.com/ghost website and just check up and... Usually I just throw sporadic broadcasts. I wish I could do it every day. The only way I can do it every day is if people that patronize this program, whether it's live or in the archive...
I will do it. I will be here with you every night if you want to. No problem. I have no problem.
Well, you know how it goes. The listeners need to patronize those sponsors there. And, once we start doing that, people can start, like myself, I own a business out here. I can negate those responsibilities and pass them off on somebody else and contribute my 100% energy, time, and effort into the conservative cause and preserving America and the Constitution. And that's what I want to do. That's what we all should try to do in our spare time, and that's what I'm doing here on this program on my spare time. But let me tell you, the more and more I come up on this broadcast, the more and more I'm out there on the streets. I'm out there in people's faces. I'm out there trying to gather names. I'm gathering phone numbers. I'm trying to call my congressman on the telephone. I'm doing whatever I can on my spare time, but I just don't think I'm doing enough. Go ahead.
Make sure you 256-262. Tell them directly. If they say yes to 256-262 anti-hate laws, and then they will not have a job next time. Tell them in front of them. Don't fear. Don't bluff. We are not bluffing. Once the election time comes, they will not get that seat and then they will know why, because they voted HR 256 and HR 262, which is, so do you remember Mr. Ernesto said that 6 million Jews did not die in Poland and under Nazism, and then what happened? He was in Europe, and he came back right to Canada, to his homeland. Right away, they took him into prison, and basically they condemned him to 10 years in prison. That's why we are trying to free Ernesto. We plead to Canadian government, let Ernesto go, but because they have the anti-hate law passed on 1971, so you cannot say anything about gays, you cannot say anything about
any group. Yeah, any group. So you mean to tell me that these idiots in Canada are out here? You know, I don't like Canadian people. If you happen to be from Canada, I'm sorry. But you know, most Canadians that I speak with, they talk about Canada like it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Oh, we got free health care, everything's great, we're better than America. And lo and behold, they can't even say anything with freedom without being threatened to be thrown in jail for 10 years. What kind of garbage is that?
Exactly. And if, you remember Mr. Harper made a coup in Canada on January, and their parliament is closed until February 5th or 6th. And then because the opposition party wasn't happy with Mr. Harper, they were trying to make their own government. So Mr. Harper made a coup, and for the first time in the history of Canada, the Parliament of the Canada is closed until February 4 or 5th of this year. So it's all 6 weeks were closed about. So we don't know if they are opening or not. We will let you know later on exact date when they open. And also I have under my name put Reza space NAU or just put Dr. Malden. Put Dr. Andrew Malden, MOULDEN. He has 4 interviews with me about North American Union and about vaccines.
Have you written any material on this? Do you have a book out or something?
No, not yet, but I'm thinking I have a friend that she can do that for me, and I can publish it later on. But I'm thinking in near future I might do that, yes.
Oh, well, you know what? We need it, and we need it soon. You know that? I mean, the American people are just walking around with blinders on, and they don't know what's coming or going. They're more worried about the latest iPhone or iPod or latest technological gadget than they are worried about their own American sovereignty and the integrity of the Constitution. And that's why I'm so critical of the American people, and I think everybody should be critical of the American people.
Yeah, because you remember, I mean, there was I will try to find the link as we speak. It shows in ABC News for 40 minutes that, for 40 minutes that basically, let's just see if it's over here, that American people is here. I have the link. I'm going to put it on the thing. It's a 40 minutes. It's a YouTube clip. It shows that how American students are stupid than any other nations.
All right, man. Let me tell you something. You are basically preaching to the choir when you're talking about dumb American students. I mean, I've been here harping, hollering, hooting, and hollering a long time about these stupid American kids that are out here worried about guzzling down buckets of beer out of beer bongs and stupefying their brains with nothing but a bunch of tetrahydrocannabinol resin. And lo and behold, we expect these stupid jerk-nut ass clowns out here to lead the country. Hello? Well, I think we got disconnected once again, folks. But once again, You're listening to True Conservative Radio. I am your host, the man they call Ghost. We've been having a whole bunch of callers call in, and that's exactly what I like. That's exactly what we need to be having here. 646-652-4869.
Ghost's first show of February 2009 will air on February 2nd. The description reads as follows. An anti-Super Bowl edition of True Conservative Radio. Ghost goes off about the game, news, and other conservative commentary. Call in to us. During this episode, Ghost gets a call from someone claiming to be a Jewish liberal and banker named Paul Weinstein, who is most likely actually a troll.
111, you're on the air.
Hi, how are you?
How's it going?
I'm alright. I'm Paul Weinstein. I'm a banker. I'm a Jew. I just want to let you know, America will never be the same.
Oh, yeah?
There are going to be some very big changes to America, and you can kiss conservatism goodbye. Okay, have a nice day.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Why don't you give us some more insight on that, huh? Hello? Hello? Oh, man, that sounded like a threat there. Man, it sounded like a threat. You just hung up there, huh? Why don't you call back in there, Mr. Weinstein, or whatever your fruity-ass name is? What's this big event that's going to happen? Let me tell you something, folks. If you want to talk about big events, I already called the big events that are going to happen in this country. Anyway, 1111, you're on the air.
Hello, hi, yes, this is Paul Weinstein. I believe you told me to call back in.
Yeah, what's going on? What's this big event you're talking about here? You got me kind of curious. What's going on?
Oh, well, like I said, all I have to say is that, America's going to be changing. A lot of things you are saying is correct. The Constitution is not being honored. But that's because it's just really just a piece of paper. We liberals are going to do what we want to do. You understand this and you're seeing it. And there is going to be a big event. Just look out for it. Probably within another 1 to 2 months. And yes, we did back Obama in there. We definitely did put him in there. And you shouldn't see this as something being bad or wrong. It's just change. We need a change in America. The typical conservative way is no longer working.
So you're telling me that the damn Constitution is nothing but a piece of paper, and what are we going to go into? Some sort of Karl Marx worshiping malarkey?
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. See, that's being paranoid. No, we're not going to go into that. Just what you need to understand, sir, is that we are in a new age, a new time. So a lot of the type of principles and things that had exist during the making of that document no longer exist today. So it's just simply a change. It's nothing that's going to threaten you and your way of life or anything of that nature, sir. I think you're getting caught up in the hype.
Oh, I'm getting caught up in the hype because you want to get rid of the Constitution. The Constitution gives all men that are on the American soil and that are American citizens unalienable rights that were not accorded to man prior to that document. And you're meaning to tell me that there is some sort of social evolution that leads you and your followers to believe that we don't even need this document anymore. It's just a piece of paper.
No, the document will be still here to give you people hope. But on the background, like I just told you, sir, there will be changes, and you can best to believe for them to actually come into fruition.
So you're talking about authoritarian in nature, right? You're going to shut people up?
Sir, I'm not going to reveal to you what's going to happen. The fact of the matter is, sir, this change is going to come, and you're going to take it. You conservatives are not in control, okay?
Yeah.
You need to understand that.
Let me tell you something, Weinstein. We're laying weight. And let me tell you, conservatism will rise again because we are on the side of goodness. You are the individuals that have to justify all the immorality and all this garbage that you're subjugating us to.
You know what else, sir? We're in the process as well of making stricter gun laws. We're going to be debating too in terms of Amendment number 2 as well. And just so that you know as well, Ron Paul is not what he seems.
Okay, well I never supported Ron Paul.
Because a lot of you guys seem to support him. But the funny thing is,
guys, what the hell you mean, a lot of you guys? What the hell's that?
Well, a lot of you whites, a lot of you regular whites, you seem to support him, and us Jews and blacks, and we just laugh at this because it's just it's unbelievable to the overwhelming amount of support that this man has from the white community, and specifically in the South, and it's just unbelievable. He's totally misleading you guys in an effort to get donations and with money from you guys, and you just don't even understand it. But like I told you, sir, there is going to be a change. There is a message in President Obama's campaign, and if you had not by now noticed that, then you will be lost when this change comes about.
All right, well, we heard it right from the liberal mouth there, folks. I mean, this is it. They're not even hiding it anymore. He told you, everybody, I want everybody to underscore what in the hell Weinstein just said. This is it right here. They want authoritarian communism, folks. I'm telling you. You better, right now, you better go and look up the Constitution, print it out, and put it in your damn pocket. All right? I mean, you better put it in your damn pocket right now. All right? Because we don't want to change the Constitution. All right? We don't want to change the government. Or we want to change the government. We don't want to change our style of government. All right? We want to change what's happening here in America because we don't want to palate liberal malarkey. 1111, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, yeah, this is Paul Weinstein again. I wanted to let you know, it doesn't really matter if you carry around your constitutions. It does not matter, sir. I told you, your Constitution holds no value anymore, and conservatism is over. Okay? Get that through your mind, or I will recommend for you to...
Do you hear this crap, folks? Do you hear this crap? Oh, conservatism is over. Rip up the Constitution. You see, this is what the feminists and the liberals want, damn it. And we can't let them have it. We can't let these ass clowns have it, folks. Don't you understand that? I can't believe that this is the new America that we're living in, folks. I mean, feminists and liberals, all they can do is just agitate instead of trying to provide commentary, instead of trying to somehow... I don't know, folks. Sometimes I just got to take a deep breath, and just... just kind of lay back for a second and try to understand why in the blue hell has America turned into what it's turned into. I mean, what have we become, folks? What in the blue hell have we become other than just a bunch of deviants and a bunch of liberal-infestated pieces of milky-licking, pink-team-playing, feminized vernacular-having garbage? This is it. I mean, this is it. I mean, this is what we've become. I can't believe it, folks. This is no longer America. America wasn't about handing out handouts. It was about giving opportunities, folks, and we don't have opportunities anymore. We're given more and more, all right? More and more entitlements to illegal immigrants than we are trying to help our American people. And I think that's a damn shame. And you got these damn liberal, long-haired, tree huggers that are going to justify that activity. They're going to try to throw a humanitarian spin on that malarkey. And you heard from Weinstein, who called in earlier, he said, hey, the Constitution is null and void. It doesn't matter. Liberalism is here to stay, authoritarian. We're going to erect a damn statue of Karl Marx right tomorrow, yeah? I wouldn't be surprised right now if he's got a damn Karl Marx, picture on a damn fireplace mantle. It's disgusting. These are Karl Marx worshiping pieces of trash, and I'm not going to accept it.
The next day, Ghost broadcasts again with episode 80, with a description openly calling for Nadya Suleman, the Octomom, to be thrown in prison for child abuse, and ranting about media coverage of her, ironically giving her even more exposure.
Now, folks, as the news has been coming out, I have literally thrown up a couple of times in my mouth and had to just, spit it out or, chunk it back down or something, because I can't believe what I am reading, what I am hearing on the boob tube, what I saw, let's just take, for instance, what I'm hearing off the Associated Press out here. All right, now this, like I said, folks, I haven't had a show about this subject matter because I didn't know about this stupid bimbo. They were trying to keep her quiet, and now all the crap that's come out about this, philanderous slutbag, this maniac, this horrific, excuse of a woman. It's just getting more and more grotesque as I read along, So let's go, shall we? Associated Press, released this wire. It's called Grandma. I'm sorry, folks, if I'm stumbling over my own tongue like John Edwards trying to explain cheating on your dying wife. But, folks, I'm flabbergasted at this type of just depravity. I mean, the bowels of feminism and liberalism. I mean, this is the straw, in my opinion, that breaks the camel's back when it comes to the infestation of liberalism and feminism. The name of the program, or the name of the article, is called Grandma, Octuplet's Mom Obsessed with Having Kids. It's off the Associated Press. All right, it's by Raquel Maria Dillon, out of the Associated Press writer, released Saturday, January 31st. It goes by saying, the woman who gave birth to octuplets this week conceived all 14. Well, that's right, folks. She doesn't just have this 8 that she just dumped out like she was just some sort of a baby factory. No. She's got 6 more previous to this, folks. She had 6 kids before she decided to have some stupid maniac mad scientist. And let me tell you, whoever did this vitro fertilization or whatever you call this crap, they should definitely be stripped of any type of scientific or medical legitimacy. They should be thrown in prison, and they should, literally be made a scapegoat out of. We need to put these people's heads on a platter. This is playing with humanity, the sanctity of humanity. This is trivializing the concept of life here, and I think that this is a dangerous precedent that this stupid doctor, whoever, pregnated, whoever was the idiot that put the turkey baster up this broad's uterus hole and impregnated her with 8 babies at the same time, whoever that man was, should definitely be, something bad should happen to that man. I don't want to advocate any kind of violence, but let me tell you, I'm really upset about it, folks. I really want to break something, and you folks that listen to me on a consistent basis, you know that I'm liable to do just that this evening, and I may just do that because I can't believe that this is America. And you've got this liberal media, this liberal and feminist media worshiping this maniac, this stupid bimbo, and what was her name here? Let me get her name here so I can get her. Nadya Suleman. Yeah, Nadya Suleman, some 33-year-old bimbo. She's been obsessed, according to this article. She's been obsessed with having children ever since she was a teenager. That's right. You can read the article for yourself. I don't want to read the whole damn thing. You can look it up. It's the Associated Press, but it goes on and it says, she was obsessed. This is what her mother was saying. Her stupid, dumb, imbecilic, idiot mother was gloating at the fact that, look at her. She was just so obsessed with wanting to have children ever since she was a teenager, and this is just ridiculous. And her excuse by standing by this maniac of a daughter of hers,
I just couldn't throw her out on the street. I just couldn't do that, and that would make me a bad mother.
It's garbage, folks, and I can't believe that this liberal media, and let me tell you something, folks, once this damn story of this idiot whorebag, this dirty dish rag whore, octuplet bimbo, once it started hitting the mainstream boob tube, they brought it out like, look, there's a woman who had 8 children, she shitted out 8 children, and it's just so beautiful, but we're keeping her anonymous. Remember that crap? They tried to keep her anonymous as long as possible. Well, lo and behold, you can't keep this genie in a bottle. You understand what I'm saying, folks? You're not going to be able to do that.
He then takes several callers, starting with a caller with the Skype name of TD Tech, who rants about the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009, also known as the 2009 stimulus, which would be signed into law later in February.
To the bad news of this, stupid octuplic maniac who, the liberal media are just put it on a damn pedestal, for Christ's sake. Better calm down, folks. Anyway, we got somebody by the name of TD Tech. What's going on? You're on the air.
How you doing tonight?
How you doing, TD?
We're doing really good. This is coming from a true dyed-in-the-wool conservative. I absolutely love your show, and you're basically speaking for all of us conservatives that are out there right now.
Well, I appreciate that, sir.
In fact, OG, we have created a room in Pal Talk specifically for the folks that speak the gospel of true fundamental conservatism.
Absolutely. And let me tell you, we need more folks like yourself, sir. We need you to go on chat communities. We need you to go on forums, blogs. Get the conservative ideology out there. Make arguments contradicting liberalism. Go out there and try to battle them on the ideological front. This is an ideological battle. And what we need to understand is we can't battle these idiot liberal morons based on our spiritual or religious front. These are atheist, evolutionist pieces of garbage. All right, they're just gobbles. All right.
The bottom line that I see right now is, we're not really talking about what's in this porculus bill, which is nothing more than when you got $335 million going for STD research for these milky lickers that can't keep their Peter in their pants. You know what I'm saying?
I completely agree. I was going to get to that later on in the program, but I'm glad you brought that up. Since you're calling up, sir, we're going to go ahead and get a little bit elaborate in that. The stupid stimulus package that everybody's bowing down and salivating for. I mean, they're literally laying in a puddle of their own blood and piss saying, please give me another stimulus package check, please. And this is just socialism. Karl Marx is probably playing with his pecker shaft in his grave right now looking at America, and I can't believe that this is happening to this great country of ours that wasn't about giving out handouts, it was about giving opportunities. And unfortunately, opportunities have been absolutely taken away from people that work hard, that do things the right way, and not cheating their way around the system, not trying to manipulate anybody, but doing it absolutely the right way. These are the people that are taking it up the tailpipe, and I don't appreciate it, and that's why I talk and make commentary, and I'm glad that you're out there on the internet too, sir, doing the same thing.
OG, let me explain one thing to you. For all of the rage that you have out there, there are a lot of us out here that share the same rage. $815 million of the porculus bill is going to be placed out there for the Capitol grounds. What fucking job are they going to put out there for the Capitol grounds? That's bullshit.
It's just a pork barrel project being sold as something that, you know what the people are thinking? They're trying to divide this $830 billion up in their head, and they're figuring, that equals about 5,000 a person. Maybe I could get about 5,000, maybe more. It's baloney. They're going to get a $300 check, and they're going to pay that on the interest of their credit cards that they've let go for the past 4 or 5 months.
OG, I have one final thing, then you can get to other callers. I'm sure you have plenty there.
Go ahead, sir.
I need your in the only way that you can do it. I need your full throated opinion of just how devastating these 14 kids are to the welfare system, the taxpayers of America. As a conservative, this is absolutely a fucking outrage.
Absolutely, sir.
And I'll hang up and I'll let you finish.
I appreciate it, TD Tech. Do you want to plug anything besides the chat room and Pal Talk? Do you have a website, blog, anything?
No, the website we have, the one in Pal Talk we have, it says OG's Playhouse, and that is specifically for conservative thinking. That you can come in at any time.
Thank you very much, sir, and I definitely will. Might just do that after this program.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, TD. You see, folks, it's calls like that inspire me to continue to continue to, link up to the Blog Talk Radio Network and to broadcast these broadcasts of conservative commentary, because I think it's important. I think it's really important that somebody is out here trying to say, hey, wait a minute! Remember America? This is the reason why you have the opportunity to think how you think, to speak how you speak, to feel how you feel, to dress how you dress. It's the American Constitution. And the reason I get so upset, and sometimes I holler, sometimes I'm screaming, my neighbors really don't appreciate it, but I really don't give a crap. And you want to know why? You want to know why? When the police ever come over here and they hear me hooping and hollering, they already know me around here. They know I do these broadcasts. And when the police come by and they hear me from the outside, they know I'm telling the truth, damn it! That's why they don't knock on my door when I'm doing a damn broadcast. That's why they're not telling me to shut up. That's why they're not telling me to calm down. Because they know that society is morally and absolutely economically depraved, and nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. But I care, damn it, because I love America, and I'm a conservative, damn it. And every true conservative that loves this country should stand up and do something. Make sure that these politicians are doing what we tell them to do. Because this is our country. This is our Constitution. This is our government. This is our money, damn it. So let's start acting like it. Let's start acting like it, damn it.
He then takes a call from the 647 area code from the same journalist caller from episodes 78 and 76.
Anyway, 646-652-4869. We're going to go ahead and take another caller here. 647 area code, you're on the air.
Hi.
Yeah, what's going on?
How's it going?
I'm a little upset at this octuplet bimbo, and I'm a little upset at this feminist crap, but other than that, I'm all right. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just calling to encourage you.
You're calling in to encourage me?
So what do you think? What do you think should happen? I mean, like, we've been complaining about what is happening, but what is it that we can do besides just constantly saying that it's not working and that we hate? You know, we're falling as we speak, and, you know, we're losing control, and, yeah, the government still has, you know, the reins, and we are just the old pawns in the big game of things.
Well, we won't have to be pawns if we participate as a people. I mean, this government was made for the people and by the people, but if the people don't do anything, and they're more worried about going out and getting the latest iPod, you know, you got idiots, you know, camping out in front of Best Buys and, you know, all these other outlets out here, trying to get the latest iPhone and the latest technological gadget instead of going out and waiting the 2 or 3, 4 hours and voting. Going out there and calling the politicians and making sure that they're being held accountable for every single vote that they place in their position of power. But nobody's doing that. And the reason that nobody's doing that is because we have this public education system that has been infested, absolutely infested by feminism and liberalism, and they're...
Everybody ignorant, right?
What's that?
They keep everybody ignorant.
Of course they do.
They're shitting in their pants because they know that people are getting involved like you and actually having a place to actually express themselves. They're the last ones to know, you know, what's going on in the people's minds.
But
So
what's
they're
unfortunate though is that nobody else is getting involved. You see, I mean, you know, I had a show last evening trying to stick up for the integrity of professional sports and how it's demeaning to the children. It's making the children who participate in the Pee-wee leagues and the middle school and high school, it's making all their energy and effort into those sports, competitive sports, null and void, when we've got orchestrated games and steroid-induced players and referees working for Tony Soprano. I mean, you know, but you see, I had that show last night, and what did I get? I get nothing but a bunch of liberal feminist agitators, a bunch of prank callers.
It's one of the biggest businesses.
But
think that they're not getting paid off to just like being used, so they can continue to, like, you know, make bets and, you know, and have like this huge conspiracy up against, you know, and these people have nothing better to do. It's all based on money. And that's one thing that's happening in this day. That's why the economy's falling, because, the Messiah's here. And the whole thing is, let's see who worships what God and who's going to be standing doing the boo-hoo when, really there's nothing you can do. And getting another stimulus package up and running when you have a deficit and think you're going to do something is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. He's just really saying that nobody really should be paying any debt. I mean, if they, it's like saying, oh, I don't have to pay my visa anymore. Really is what he's saying. Instead of saying, why don't we just fix, the problem by talking about it, actually shutting down the whole system all in one shot, and everybody gets involved in what it is that we want and how we can bring freedom back to our people and actually have the leader do what it is that the people want with that money. But right now they're saying that this is what they think this is a cover-up. That money's going right back into their pockets again.
You're absolutely right. And that's why I've been up here hopping mad, especially when they gave out the first stimulus package. I was up here hollering at anybody who was listening in to call their congressmen, call their senators, and tell them not to vote for that $800 billion stimulus package that they sent to the financial institutions that caused all this crap. I was there, damn it. I mean, look back in the archives. I called this financial collapse. Look back. This time last year, folks, in the archives, I was the only one on Pal Talk. I was the only one in the blogs. I was the only one out here on the internet saying that there's going to be an economic collapse. And people laughed at me. You can look back at the archives, folks. You had Republicans and so-called conservatives trying to spit in my face, trying to call me a kook, trying to call me an idiot. But, folks, when that economic collapse came to pass, like I said it was going to be, all of a sudden, people started back-talking. All of a sudden, conservatives started talking liberalism. All of a sudden, Republicans started talking feminism. All of a sudden, we started seeing the infestation of these Marxist ideas. This is why America is turning, folks. We are seeing it turning because the infestation of liberalism and feminism. This is a battle of ideas! Don't you understand that, folks? That's why I am begging all of you folks, anybody who's listening in, whether you're listening live or in the archive, folks, please go out there and spread the word about conservatism. Because we are on the side of goodness, folks. I know I keep saying that, but folks, it's the truth. How are they going to dispute morality in America? How are they going to dispute shielding our children from sexual depravity and violence? They can't do it. Their dominance is built on an illusion, and that illusion will topple, folks. But we need your help. The conservative movement needs you. So go to the blogs, the forums, the chat rooms, do whatever it takes, and help the conservative movement rise again. And I guarantee you, folks, it will rise again. I am optimistic about it. We can't keep going this direction and think we're going to have a great society. We can't keep going this direction and believing that, oh yeah, we're going to go ahead and, have a brilliant America. Have a great day in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. I can't believe this crap, folks. Now look, I know I got sidetracked here, folks. We were talking about this stupid maniac, dish rag whore bimbo, who just shitted out 14 children. Octuplets, the recent octuplet mom that I'm talking about. All right? Her name is Nadya Suleman. All right? She's a 33-year-old single mom who lives with her parents in some bedroom house, something, I don't know what it is. She's already have 6 children. She just added octuplets, so that's 14 children. And she's 33 years old, and she has no job. She has no way of, basically feeding or maintaining sustenance out here. So how is this lunatic, how is this maniac going to continue to have children? You see, folks, this comes down to the feminist idea, what I've always been talking about on this show. They have made it socially acceptable to let some imbecile, to let some maniac who is trivializing, because, folks, that's exactly what she's doing. She is trivializing life. She is trivializing the idea of family. She is trivializing the idea of children by sitting here and shitting out 14 kids that she knows damn well she can't take care of. But this is feminism, folks. This is feminism right here, at its finest, and liberalism. They want us to accept this crap. I mean, if you looked at the liberal and feminist boob tube, oh, they were praising her as if she was the Virgin Mary, for heaven's sake. They were like, oh, look at her, she had 8 kids, octuplets, oh, what a miracle, oh, That's what that was. And, you know, I went on the chat rooms, you know. I went out there to chat about this crap. I wanted other people's opinions, you know. I go onto the chat rooms, what do I get?
I think it's beautiful that a single mother can have a child, I mean, as many children as she wants. That's exactly what women equality is all about.
Billy, women equality has nothing to do with equating woman liberation for being a sexually promiscuous dish rag whore. All right? Woman liberation should not be equated for you to become a baby factory with no means of maintaining sustenance for you and your children. You know, the feminist movement shouldn't equate women trivializing life. It's bad enough that these damn liberals and these feminists are allowed to have abortions. I mean, you have to think, these bimbos are out here, they're going to the club on Friday night, they're hopping on something that looks good in a leather jacket, they get impregnated by Sunday or by Saturday morning, they realize they're pregnant by Tuesday, and by Thursday they're at the clinic, they get it vacuumed out or dissolved out with a pill or whatever these freak show mad scientists are doing nowadays. And lo and behold, she's back at the club on Saturday night, dancing and drinking some of the cheap drinks that are bought for her by the idiots that are trying to get into her pants again. Welcome to America, folks. Welcome to the trivialization of the American relationship. Welcome to the trivialization of family and children. This is what I've always been talking about, folks, and I am challenging you, every true conservative that believes in the family, to please help me. Please help the conservative movement and go out there and spread the word, folks. You know, make articles. Go out there and make blogs. Do what you have to do and show the apparent contradictions that is within liberalism. Expose it. Because let me tell you, there's a lot of them, folks. There's an absolute lot of them. But anyway, folks, I told you that this octuplet mom, it gets even better. Oh, yeah. Oh, you think that was it? You think that she was just going to shit out 14 kids and be all over the feminist media, liberal media, and that she wasn't going to get something else? Oh, man, you got another thing coming there. Another thing coming. Let me see another Associated Press story here. Octuplet's mom gets TV and book offers to tell story. Aww, isn't that sweet? Isn't that so feminist-like? We're going to reward this type of maniac and lunatic activity. You know, trivializing life. We're going to make a TV movie, a freaking mini-series about it. We're going to write books about it. We're going to show this to children in pictures. Aww. This is horrible, all right? This is just disgusting what our life, what reality has turned out into, folks. And this is why the integrity of the Constitution is wearing thin, folks. It's wearing thin because, I mean, what do we do about this? How do you remedy this problem when you've got an ideological battle where women actually believe it? And let me tell you, Nadya Suleman, who is the bimbo that actually had 14 children out here, that's actually getting book deals and TV deals for having octuplets and having some maniac mad scientist put a damn turkey baster up her uterus pipe and impregnate her with 8 octuplet kids. You know, I just don't understand how this is equality, folks. All right? I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Anyway, 646-652-4869. We're going to take another caller here. 11111, you're on the air.
Yes, my buddy. How are you, sir?
How are you?
Pretty good. Super program always every night. And we appreciate what you do for your country. And, I'm doing my side too. And I'm sure you have come to my shows too, or download my shows, Reza, R-E-Z-A, and Reza Ashkenazi. And
absolutely.
Basically, you will see. La Raza and Azteca, these are the terrorist organizations because they support illegal aliens and they want them to give them citizenship. And then if you go to newnation.org and then press Invasion, you will see the lists of these people, illegal aliens that they want them to give them citizenship. These people are, one of them is raped 430 teenagers before he was caught, and is under 18.
Unreal. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. And then La Raza supports terrorism. So this is, and then I talked to Sergeant Cynthia. You need to download that. It was January 29th at 7 p.m. I did that. If you go to my archive, just put Reza, R-E-Z-A, you should be able to find me and download that one because it was updates on her case. You see what they're doing, has done. While she was on her tour of duty in Iraq for our beloved country, and her son was died. Close to her home, she was by gangbaster, illegal Mexican, just freed from prison, and it says on the neck BK killer, so it means black killer. And so they...
Unbelievable. I can't believe that, Reza. Are you kidding me that you had an interview with some female who went out there to Iraq? She was fighting for our country, and lo and behold, her son gets killed out here, out in the streets by some illegal gangbanger out here, some idiot illegal alien that's, claiming some sets, it's all tatted up and all this other malarkey. And that's how the country, gives her thanks, by allowing a bunch of immigrants to come in and kill her son. You see, this is what I'm talking about, folks. We need to start believing in America again. Remember that? Remember America? Remember America? Well, folks, we are about to transition, and if you look back in the archives, I called it, folks. I am the political prognosticator of prognosticators. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but beep, beep. Because let me tell you, I called all this crap. All right? I called this garbage, and I cannot believe that everyone here, with the exception of the true conservative few, can't see the writing on the wall that America is about to wither away within its own confines, under its own submission. These people are begging for Karl Marx. Don't you understand that? And you want to know why that the Democrats thought that they were going to get this supposed ridiculous $800 billion bailout package for the stimulus checks that everybody was anticipating out here? Because they knew nobody was going to read it. They knew nobody was going to look into it and see what the damn Democrats are doing, giving money to this, giving money to that, and before you know it, the people are expecting, $5,000 checks so they can go out and buy more Chinese goods or, pay off interest on ridiculous credit cards. But, to sit here and, basically goof the American people into believing that this, crap is a stimulus check, when in actuality it was paying off all the people that got you into power And that's basically what this stimulus package comes down to, folks. And I think it's absolutely disgusting. All right, but this is liberalism and feminism. I've been calling this all along, and I can't believe that everybody's just thinking it's a great day in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. When I was out here talking about feminism and saying that, feminism has equated woman liberation for doing all these philanderous activities, these social ills that have become the social norm, people were trying to say that I was overstating things. Well, I hope that this octuplet mom who's about to become a millionaire with all these book deals and TV offers because, the liberal mainstream media is just allowing her, just to be this goddess of some sort. This, yes, you're so great, you're so beautiful, you 8 children, octuplets, let's just praise her. I mean, give me a break, all right? Anyway, 646-652-4869. I cannot believe what has happened here in America, all right? I just can't believe it, folks, all right? I mean, you got some maniac out here making it okay, becoming the poster child for having, being a single mother, 33 years old, no job, still living with the parents and shitting out 14 children. Artificial insemination. Somebody stuck a damn turkey baster up her damn twat, and out came 8 kids. I hate to be so damn graphic about it, folks, but hey, that's basically what they've trivialized human life to, folks. That's why I'm so verbally expressive, if you will. That's why I'm so verbally just graphic. That's why I do that, folks, because I want to underscore the seriousness of the situation at hand out here. This stupid bimbo is trivializing human life. And if anybody knows Nadya Suleman, email her this damn program. Please, because she's a lunatic. She should be thrown in prison. I am calling for Nadya Suleman and the doctor that impregnated this bimbo to be thrown in prison. This is crap. We are going down a road that we don't want to go down, folks. We're playing God here. We're trivializing human life. We're ruining our freedoms with our own decadence, you morons! Don't you understand that? Why are most Americans so stupid? Wake up, America. If you consider yourself an American patriot, well, wake up! If you're too busy, if you're out there working, if you're out there supporting your family, well, do something on the internet, damn it! Get yourself on them blogs, on the forums, in the chat rooms, and spread true conservatism! I'm not joking! Do it for yourself, for your country, for your children. If you don't care about yourself, folks, do it for the children. I'm sorry, folks. I know I'm getting out of hand here. But, folks, this is an emotional situation. This octuplet bimbo, Nadya Suleman, 33-year-old mother, already had 6 children, ages from 2 to 7, gave birth to octuplets. Welcome to America, folks. Welcome to damn America. And this is it right here, huh? This is it. This is America. We are going to be withered away, folks. All right? I mean, this is what I'm saying here. I just can't believe that this is happening here. And I told you, folks, this is a slippery slope. 1 minute you're going to have one single bimbo living with her parents, unemployed, having 14 children. The next minute you're going to have oral copulation between 2 males across the street from an elementary school, and you're going to have some idiot, ridiculous, radical group like the ACLU trying to protect their right to do such a thing. This is liberalism and feminism in America. They emphasize the most grotesque parts of life, the most grotesque parts of creativity, the most grotesque and hideous thoughts of human thought, for Christ's sake. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I mean, we need morality in America, folks. We need the Constitution to be taken seriously once again, folks. And obviously, there's a lot of people that don't give a crap about it. They're wiping their dirty, bacon-bit-ridden ass cracks with the Constitution, and you should all be ashamed of yourselves, all of you. And I'm calling for Nadya Suleman to be thrown in prison. I think her mother should be given some sort of a big fine for being an incompetent bimbo herself, for raising such an obnoxious piece of trash daughter. All right? She raised a lunatic and stood by this idiot. That's what she did, folks. And I know there's some of you feminists out there, you stupid muff-diving pieces of Gloria Steinem-worshipping, Karl Marx ass-kissing pieces of crap that are going to sit there and say,
oh, what is she supposed to do, Ghost? I mean, is she supposed to throw her out in the street?
That's exactly what she's supposed to do! Do you understand, folks, that I've lived the conservative lifestyle all my life? I've been with the same woman my entire marriage. I've already raised grown children. I have grandchildren. And I've said it, and I'll continue to say it. If one of my teenage daughters ever, and I mean if she ever, came to me and said, Daddy, I'm pregnant and I'm a teenager, what would you liberals want me to do? Would you want me to say, oh, it's okay, baby, come over here, it's going to be okay, we're going to get through this together. We're going to get through this together. Horse crap! I throw her out right out in the damn streets where she belongs! I throw her out in the street, damn it! And I wouldn't give two rat's asses about it. And all you people that are out here saying, oh my God, I can't believe he would do that. Well, that's because you've been infested with liberalism and feminism. You're infested with it. I throw her ass out. And I'm not ashamed to say it. I mean, that's why when I saw the damn Republicans sit here and justify Sarah Eskimo Bimbo Palin with her teenage daughter getting pregnant with some idiot who knew how to work a hockey stick. And he had these Republicans justifying this crap. All right? Justifying this crap, saying,
oh my God, it's such a beautiful thing. Oh my God.
You're stupid. You're absolutely ridiculous.
A Skype caller named Big Nate World.
Anyway, we've got Big Nate World on the horn here at 646-652-4869. Hey, Big Nate, you there?
Hey, Ghost, how are you this evening?
How's it going?
Well, you're getting kind of worked up.
Well, I'm getting kind of worked up because I love America.
I understand that, and I appreciate your passion. I know that you're reporting on this woman to make an error, and but
are you calling this an error, sir? An error? You're calling 8 kids on top of 6 kids an error?
Well, obviously she must have fallen through the cracks of the medical system to be able to do this. And I don't blame. I mean, I blame her just as much as anybody else. Don't get me wrong. But there's some facts to the story that you're not presenting to your that need to be addressed.
Well, let's hear it. Can you enlighten us on these facts that I'm not highlighting here? I'd be more than happy to give you the floor to do so.
Okay, well, she was recently a divorcee, so I don't know why her. Okay, but she was a stay-at-home mom, 6 kids. She was divorced. Parents then took her back in, of course, to support her in her decision. I know that her father and mother are Iraqi immigrants, and he's going to be going back to Iraq to earn the money he needs to support his family now that they have even more mouths to feed.
Now, this is the grandfather. Are you speaking of the grandfather?
That's correct, sir.
Okay.
The other fact is that no one in either they're claiming that she was wrong. Obviously, she had a lapse in judgment by doing this. No doctor expected all 8. I thought there was only 7. They were surprised with the 8, and that all of them would be conceived and go through the full pregnancy. The doctors were not anticipating this. This is why they did all 8 eggs rather than just a portion. But all 8 babies survived, and I guess you can say
don't you think that is irresponsible on all parties involved here?
It absolutely is. I mean, I agree with you. The fact that have the right should be dictated to whether or not you should do this, and if you're capable of handling the situation. Obviously, she's not. She obviously has some mental issues that needed to be addressed. Did not do so. If anybody was going to be put up, it would be the doctors in a malpractice suit, because this goes against everything the Hippocratic Oath even stands for today.
I agree.
But she's trying to extort Oprah Winfrey for $2 million to have an interview with her, with a backfire in her face. And
yeah, I read about that. I did. Do you know the source on that? I know I read about that, but I didn't know the source. Do you have a source on that?
I do believe that came out on the
Chicago Tribune.
Which is the Chicago. I do believe so.
Okay. Well, because I heard about that as well. I know that Oprah is trying to seek her out for an interview, and I did read something about a $2 million offer. I don't know who said it to who. I was under the impression that Oprah Winfrey was offering her some sort of monetary compensation to patronize her show. I know right out here off the hot wire, the AP, they're telling us that she's getting TV deals, book offers, to tell this ridiculous Nimrod story. And I don't understand how the mainstream media can allow some maniac who is blatantly irresponsible, emotionally impulsive. They're praising her as if she's oh, look, she's an independent woman.
Well, I think that when the truth comes out, people are going to start backpedaling. Right now, it's the hot topic. Everybody wants to get their grubby little hands on advertising space. And that's what American media is about. Unless you actually go out and find the truth about certain stories, you're not going to know what the truth is unless you're not a lamb that's just led to the slaughter by all of the news agencies that are out there. I don't trust any of them. I go out and I find my own sources.
Well, I've been out here reading, sir. Believe me, I've been out there reading everything about this octuplet mom, and it's nothing but negativity. It's nothing but the story I get is a 33-year-old, crazy, mindless, borderline, psychotic maniac who's out here having an obsession with children, equating children to puppies or puppy dogs, and out here trying to raise.
And where?
Go ahead.
Where did that? I mean, why is that happening though? I mean,
it's feminism.
For having. All right. Well, I really have trouble with that word because women have just as much right to earn money as a man does.
No, I agree. Don't get me wrong. I agree that women deserve the right to have do whatever they want to do. This is a free country. This is America. But if they're going to enter into the sanctity of marriage, if they are going to bear children, if they're going to raise children, they hold a certain responsibility that has been based through empirical evidence. If you want to debate it on a secular term, it's been based on empirical evidence that one man, one woman raise children, raise a family. I mean, we can read about it since the beginning of time. And to sit here and have these ideas like liberalism and feminism that try to re-engineer, socially engineer society into believing that it's okay to be a single woman that has no means of income whatsoever, who can be completely dependent on an entitlement system just as long as she shits out enough kids. It's disgusting.
Well, and there's problems with the welfare system, but to sit there and downplay many single women who may not have wanted to be there on their own, but ended up on their own for whatever reason, you know, and they were in relationships and they were married and got divorced and ended up with, you know, many kids from that marriage and had to support their kids on their own. I applaud this. I'm not going to call it feminism.
Look, I applaud. Look, this is who I applaud. I applaud women who, you know, their spouses died, or, you know, by you know, an act of God, they're no longer with their spouses, and they had to literally take their families on their own and go out and raise them because they have no means of child support. I mean, they're basing all their income on this entitlement system. That's it, of course, if they take it. And, I mean, that's a tragic situation. What I don't feel sorry for is these philanderous slutbags that are out here making trivialized children who, you know, just hop around from penis to penis to penis because the feminist movement has equated that to woman liberation. They have as many children as they want. They play the child support lottery. And down here in South Texas, you know, which is the colon of America, if you want my personal opinion, you literally have females that are not even 25, 26, 27 years of age having 6 children trailing them in the back with no fathers, and they all look different. They're all different nationalities. They're all different shapes. They're all different sizes. They're all different colors. And why is she at the mall? Because she just got her entitlement check. She just got all 7 of her child support checks. I mean, it's ridiculous, sir, and this is why we can't keep doing this. I think we need to end child support. Well, I think we need to end entitlement welfare system. We need to end this crap. We need to throw these women on the streets, on their faces, where they belong, instead of trivializing life itself. Now, go ahead, sir. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Okay, well, we can agree to that subject. I just...
Well, you're right. We can agree to disagree. Because the bottom line is, Nate, is that's what they are. They have reduced life into some ridiculous notion that, oh, I want a baby. I want a baby like it's a little puppet dog. That's what I want. And what's unfortunate is that America treats dogs better than they treat their own damn children, folks. Can you believe this crap? Now, last year, around May or April or May, I made a prediction that summer you were going to see a hike in convenient child deaths, okay? With mothers leaving their children in the car and pretending that I forgot my baby in 100-degree weather in the car. And lo and behold, that summer, what happened? You had children dying like they were going out of style out here. How were they dying? They were being left in the back seat to roast to death in 100-degree weather. Now, I called that last April, last May, and that happened this entire summer. Now, why did I bring up that prediction? Why did I even suggest that women were going to just conveniently leave their children in 100-degree weather in a locked car with the windows rolled up? Why did I make that prediction? Because, folks, this is how trivial the feminist movement has made children. They actually believe that, all I got to do is get rid of my kid and make it look like an accident, and all I got to do is, throw some emotional turmoil, go crazy, and start crying, and they won't take me to jail. They'll think it's an accident, and that's what happened, folks. That's exactly what happened, and I'm making that prediction for this summer, folks. I know that, we're only in February, but I guarantee you, by this summer, you're going to see the same thing I predicted last summer. You're going to see women conveniently leaving their children in 100-degree weather and locked windows and locked cars, and I guarantee you, all right? I guarantee you that you are going to see these single parents out here, these single parents that are going to conveniently leave their kids in cars, or, these parents that are just obsessed with, what do they call this crap now? Munchausen's by proxy syndrome. What a biggest bunch of crap that is. Hey, can you believe, for all you people that don't know what Munchausen's by proxy syndrome is, it's this ridiculous feminist disease, this feminist made-up disease that women, they crave people's attention so much that they've got to hurt their own children. They've got to hurt their own children to get the attention. That's what Munchausen's by proxy syndrome is, folks. And there has actually been women that have gotten off. They've gotten off murder cases, hurting child endangerment cases, inflicting pain upon their own children cases. I mean, I can go on and on, folks. They've gotten away with it because of this ridiculous, sick, made-up disease that has been made up by these muff-diving, liberal, long-haired, tree-hugging feminist Munchausen's by proxy, folks. And they're getting off, folks. They're getting off the case. They're getting away with killing their own children.
With the first organized trolling efforts underway, Ghost Show started to become infected with more and more trolls, lessening the normal political discussions that dominated the show beforehand from taking place. Ghost would grow in fame, but also in infamy, as the show became a magnet for anyone who wanted to be heard, serious or silly. Throughout all of this, Ghost would continue to fail to keep his temper in check, which would prove to be a reliable source of ammunition for all of the trolls.